It's time for Evanston Sports Live on MyLocalRadio.com and on the radio at KNYN 99.1 FM. Red Devil Sports are brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power, Ready, Natrona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uinta County School District Number 1, Bear River Dental,
Covolos Auto Farm Service,
Western Wyoming Community College Evanston Campus, and Uinta BOCES Number 1, Mountain West Business Solutions, Cache Valley Visitors Bureau, Dr. McKay Frankham, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Freeway Tire, Hoover Chiropractic, the Come On In Casper, and T7 Propane. Now let's head to the booth with the voice of the Evanston Red Devils, Elan Olliff.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium for a matinee matchup between the Evanston Red Devils and the Natrona County Mustangs and Phillies. Girls and boys games both on tap as we get started with the ladies matchup starting in about 40-ish minutes from now, as Evanston looking to bounce back from a 6-point loss to the Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans last night. As when we come back on the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show, we will have our scene set. Of course, our pregame show, Cazin's Ace and Furniture. Remember, Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Elan Olliff and Brad Francis with you right after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Cazin's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be with brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more. Visit Cazin's Furniture, 941 Front Street, Evanston.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language art skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olliff, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uinta County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Let's kick off or tip off or face off, whatever you'd like to do to start our Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. Excuse me. Brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. Ace is a place with helpful hardware, folks. We'll start it off with the MJB Animal Clinic scene set. MJB Animal Clinic, caring for your pets like family since 1981. Evanston and Natrona County, it's going to be interesting. A back-to-back for Evanston. Natrona County last played on Thursday in Riverton, so they've been a little bit of road warriors here. We'll have our keys to the game a little bit later on, but Brad Francis, well, you've looked at the stats. You kind of looked at this matchup based on what we saw last night, and the big question is we know this team will respond. Evanston on the boys' side has not lost 2 games in a row since the tournament in Riverton, and on the girls' side, they have not lost 2 games in a row since the tournament in Idaho Falls. So they're going to bounce back. The question is what is the roadmap to that bounce back for each of these teams tonight?
Well, I think if you looked at last night for both the boys and the girls, uncharacteristic of the team as a whole, and not whether or not they win or lose. I think those were some evenly matched teams. It was how they played Evanston yesterday, and I think both coaches are probably going to hit that hard last night, wake up refreshed, and try again the next day. That's something to pay attention to. A storyline today is, how is that fatigue going to set in after playing, honestly, less than 12 hours ago they were playing basketball. So that'll be something to watch as well. Natrona got in last night, so they should be well rested this morning. Should be a fun little matinee battle, like you said.
Another storyline to keep an eye on, Jordan Mendez ruled out for today.
Yeah, and he is a huge part of everything that Evanston does. Players like Brooks Searle are going to have to come in, take that role, and play well for Evanston to really have a chance against a good Natrona County team. So that should be fun to watch as well and see how, Coach Watsaba adjusts to not having one of his star players on the court.
Looking at this Natrona County Philly squad, they average 30 points per game, give up 57 points per game. I think those numbers might be a little bit off. But either way, they come in 6-8, 1-2 in quadrant play. So it should be a very interesting matchup here for the Lady Red Devils taking on this Natrona County squad.
Yeah, and like we said, we looked at it up and down the stat sheet, and it looks like such an evenly matched game between these two. You look at common opponents, they have some wins that we didn't get, and Evanston has some wins that Natrona didn't get. So this should be a really tight battle. Could come down to the little details, and which team is able to execute in the moment they need it.
An example of a win that they got that we didn't get is Star Valley, 45-29. That was back at the beginning of the season. And then an example of a win that we got that they didn't was a 58-54 loss to Green River for these Natrona County Phillies.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about exactly, is that it's hard to tell who's actually going to win this one just based on everything that we have in front of us. So it should be fun. And you look to your stars in games like this. Is Cassie Barker going to break out today? Is she going to have a game where she just kind of dominates those boards? And is she going to take control of these Evanston Lady Red Devils and find a way to win here today? Absolutely.
And then J.R. Wolfson's squad, they are averaging 42 points per game and giving up 43 points per game. So a very, very evenly split squad here.
Yeah, I like both teams' chances here. We got a level playing field. I look to see these Lady Red Devils come out hungry for a win. I think that was disappointing last night. They had a really good shot at the win at the end of the third quarter there, and then just let it slip away in the fourth. Davila, she played excellent last night, but that fourth quarter is going to sting a little bit. Let's hope they come in with a vengeance to go steal it from the very beginning.
And since we don't usually have a lot of time to talk about the boys matchup, let's go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah.
Of course, Evanston looking to bounce back after the loss to Kelly Walsh last night. And you look at Natrona County, they come in with a record of 5-8, but they're 2-1 in the quadrant. Their only loss is to Rock Springs, getting the better of that Kelly Walsh team that we saw last night in I believe they call it the Peach Basket game between the two Casper schools. The only loss they got was to Rock Springs. Then another situation where we got a win that they didn't get against Rock Springs. They got a win that we didn't get against Kelly Walsh.
Yeah, and you remember that as an instant classic here in the Red Devil Gymnasium with that Rock Springs back and forth. Evanston taking, I think, quite a significant deficit, 12 to 15 points, and then coming back in that game fighting. So again, I think I sound pretty similar to with the Lady Red Devils. This one feels like a little bit of a toss-up game as well. Two teams in the upper half of their quadrant fighting for seeding. Just a fun regional matchup today, and hopefully both teams bring their best. Again, we have to mention Jordan Mendez being on the bench today with a concussion. That could be tough for Evanston to replace, so looking for some of those bench players to really rise up to the occasion today.
Yeah, so it should be a good matchup here today. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. That is your scene set, brought to you by MJB Animal Clinic, caring for your pets like family since 1981. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our Aspen Seminoles Red Devil Spotlight with Carter Stokes of the Evanston Speech and Debate Team. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
MJB Animal Clinic has proudly been privately owned since 1981, serving both small and large animals with care and expertise. From examinations and vaccinations to surgery and boarding, they offer everything your animal needs to stay healthy and happy. MJB Animal Clinic, accepting new patients. Join the MJB family to get the knowledge only experience can bring. Call 307-789-4289 today. Set up an appointment. MJB Animal Clinic in Evanston, caring for your pets like family since 1981.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you're starting a project, you want to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you may need. From screwdrivers to angle grinders, Norco has the tool solution for you. Norco, 95 Independence Drive in Evanston, serving you better.
When you're thinking about buying or selling a home, commercial building, or property, one of the most important things to put on your list is a thorough property inspection by a certified master inspector. The same inspector that real estate professionals and lending institutions rely on. Enter Highline Property Inspections. Highline Property Inspections backs up their inspections with photo documentation showing you those hard-to-get-to locations above, in, and under your property. Begin your real estate transaction with a peace of mind provided by HighlinePropertyInspections.com. HighlinePropertyInspections.com.
When you need a plumber, call the one you can count on. Brad Kopp with Panda Plumbing. Fast quality, reliable service at competitive prices. When you need a plumber, call Panda Plumbing. I'm the plumber you can count on. Panda Plumbing, 307-258-1450.
Whether it's an enclosed cab tractor for those freezing winter days or a smaller hobby tractor for backyard projects, Covelo Auto Farm has you covered. From haying to snow removal, we offer the equipment you need year-round, featuring trusted brands like Massey Ferguson and Vermeer. Stop by and see us at 80 Reese Road in Mountain View today. Covelo Auto Farm, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
We know you're on the go, and that's why having the right financial partner is so important. At Trona Valley, we're here to make banking easy for you. Whether you prefer banking online or in person, we've got you covered. Manage your money anytime, anywhere with our digital banking services. Check balances, transfer funds, or pay bills. We also offer youth loans, scholarships, and so much more. Whatever your financial needs, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you. Visit us online at tronavalley.com or stop by to see us. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
Welcome to another edition of our Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas. Here with Carter Stokes. He is a senior with Evanston Speech and Debate. And Carter, thank you so much for joining us. First question for you. I think a couple of weeks ago, you guys had the speech and debate meet here in Evanston. You guys had a lot of volunteers come in to judge. You guys were even turning people away. What does it mean to you guys as a program to have that kind of support from the community?
So that was absolutely insane. I've done this for 4 years, and we've never had the problem of, oh, we've got too many people here. We're usually trying to get judges, get people to help. But this year we had so much help from the community. It was absolutely awesome. Made it so much easier to run things.
As I was educated at the meet, because me and my wife came and judged, there are multiple events in speech and debate. What is your favorite event?
So my favorite event is going to have to be extemporaneous speaking, just because they give you a random political thing that's happened in the world. And if you watch any news at all, you know there's so much going on. There's always craziness going on. So they give you 30 minutes to prep this speech on this topic you were just given. And then after 30 minutes, you go and give a 7-minute speech. So it really lets you work on how well you can gather information, how quickly, and how well you can present that information, just how well you can organize things.
So where was your guys' last meet at? Because I know here at the Evanston meet, Evanston couldn't actually compete because when you host a meet, you don't compete. So where was the last place you competed at?
See, this week's Jackson. Before that, we were in Rock Springs.
Talk to me how that went for you.
Springs. For me, that wasn't my best tournament. I made it to semi in extemp, but by myself, I didn't do too great. But as a team, we did absolutely amazing. We had people in top 6 for just about every event. We had several people take first and second. It was a really good tournament as a team.
So the event that I got drawn to judge, I think it's Lincoln Douglas debate is the proper word for it. But it's two competitors kind of debating a topic, one for, one against. And what struck me was just how quickly you guys gather information and how quickly you guys are able to get that information out, because there is a time limit there on how you guys do things, and you guys really maximize that time limit by getting as much information out as possible. Does that come with a lot of practice, or for some people is that more of a natural skill?
So there is a bit of a natural skill to it, but you have to put in that time, because this year the LD topic at the start of the year was whether or not we should impose a wealth tax. If you don't know what kind of things we're trying to implement, you don't know how to respond to your opponent. So you have to put in that time, that effort to get there. But sometimes you just need that skill on how to think on your feet.
I want to go back to something you talked about earlier about, I believe you called it extemp speech. You mentioned that you get a topic, then you have 7 minutes to prepare how many minutes was it again?
You get 30 minutes for a 7-minute speech.
Yes, but do you know the topic beforehand, or is that something that is completely drawn and you have to immediately get to work on trying to gather as much information as possible?
Oh, it's completely random. So you walk into a room, it'll usually be the school's library, and they hand you 3 different topics, and you pick which one you want, and then from the minute you pick your topic, they're like, okay, you got 30 minutes, knock out how you want to talk about the topic, and then you go and give a speech on it.
What was the topic you gave a speech on at Rock Springs?
Rock Springs. So I made it to semis, and so there's 3 rounds before your semis, then you have finals. So I gave 4 speeches. The one speech that I did for semifinals was how will the media coverage change during Trump's presidency? So you just kind of take a look at how the media would normally cover things versus, and then kind of where they're going to focus on now that he's president, and how it's going to kind of change what the media focuses on.
Not to give away your playbook or anything like that, but do you have kind of like a routine you go through no matter what the topic is to kind of build a base and then kind of build off of that?
Yeah, so with extemp and most events, organization's probably the most important part. And so the most important thing is making sure your judge understands why this is a question that's happening, because a lot of our topics are international and talking about Ethiopia, where you don't know anything about these people, you don't know the names, so you have to try to give them a background information. So that's usually what I start with is, hey, here's what's going on in the U.S., here's why it matters, and people are starting to ask these questions, and then I usually break down to how we got to the point we're at, how things are currently happening, and where we can see the problem evolving to.
That is Carter Stokes. He is a senior with Evanston Speech and Debate. Carter, thank you so much for joining us on Aspen Cinema's Red Devil Spotlight. And, of course, this is brought to you by our friends at Aspen Cinemas. So what has been your favorite movie you've seen at Aspen Cinemas lately?
So this was over the summer because I haven't watched a lot of movies, sadly. But it's called It Ends With Us. Thought it was so good. It was off of a book I read. It was really good.
What did you appreciate about that one?
I like the psychological, like the thought behind it and the kind of the process that the actors showed on the screen. Just kind of a, hey, this is why this is happening. This is how you can it's just really deep movie.
That's awesome. That is Carter Stokes on our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight. He's a senior on the Evanston Speech and Debate team. Carter, thank you so much. Anything else before we wrap this up?
No, thank you for your time.
Big thank you to Carter Stokes for joining us on our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight. Inviting you to get your tickets now to Paddington in Peru when Paddington discovers his beloved aunt has gone missing from the home for retired bears. He and the Brown family head to the jungles of Peru to find her. Determined to solve the mystery, they soon stumble across a legendary treasure as they make their way through the rainforest of the Amazon. That is Paddington in Peru, opening February 14th, but you can get your tickets now at aspencinemas.com or scan the QR code on the graphic. Also, check out their brand new Real Rewards program with options for every budget and great benefits and perks, including up to 20% off concessions and free movies. Get all the info at aspencinemas.com. When we come back, we'll have more of the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show right after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Gardeners Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callus Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callus Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Welcome back to the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. Usually we would have an interview with the opposing coach as part of our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show, but we were unable to get a hold of Coach Wilson. We reached out for an interview, but we never heard back. So We're going to kind of talk about this game with our very own Brad Francis. He's a coach himself, so he's going to be our special guest on the Ellingford Brothers Pregame Coaches Show. And let's talk about this game from the standpoint of Natrona County today.
Yeah, Natrona County, looking at their conference record, they're 1-2 right now. This would be a big pickup for them to get a win tonight. And I think it's going to come down to how well they play defensively to give up 43 points a game. We saw Evanston yesterday. We kind of set this limit for 40 point. If they can reach that 40 points, they have a good chance to win. I think the same thing holds true. So if Natrona really tightens up on the defensive end, forces Evanston out of transition, slows the game down a little bit, then I think Natrona will be in a good spot to win this game and pick up one against a really tough Evanston team who, like you said, Elan, hasn't lost 2 games in a row since like November, right?
January, yeah.
January. So, I think that looked for Evanston to bounce back, and Natrona has to. If I'm Natrona, I kind of hope that they win last night and that they take this game off. They know they're going to come in on fire, and Natrona's going to have to match that energy.
Yeah, Evanston has won, I think, 4 of their last 6. So they on the girls' side and boys' side. So it is one of those things where they haven't lost back-to-back games since the beginning of January at the Idaho Falls tournament at the East Idaho Holiday Classic. But looking at the stats, who are some names from Natrona County that we need to be keeping our eye on?
Well, when you look at shooters, you look at Costello. She's over 30% from 3, so you're going to watch her on the perimeter. Also a good inside shooter. You look at Sabrant there. She's their leading scorer with 151 points on the year, so that's something you're going to have to watch. So there's a few players there you have to be nervous about, in the shooting. But I think Evanston's got the defense there to match it. It's just last night you saw a little bit of lack of energy from them. So does that continue today, or does that get them fired up to play? And I think Natrona, they're going to have to either way bring their energy this morning to either take advantage of or to match what Evanston brings.
One advantage that Natrona is going to have today is that they didn't play last night. Evanston's coming off of a back-to-back. Is there any way that could be actually a disadvantage to Natrona in your experience?
Well, it's not normal, right? When you travel across the state and you have to, sleep somewhere else, the bed that you're not used to, get up in the morning. It's not your normal routine for a game. And so that can have a negative effect on teams when they come in and they're like, well, this isn't how we normally prep. If you're a coach, you kind of want the conditions to be the exact same every game. We do our thing the same way and just get into that mindset routine. So Natrona's going to have to fight that a little bit. They talk about that with like the Super Bowl halftime show too. It's happening tomorrow. It's a little bit longer, so how do the teams adjust when they're at half? Same thing applies here. How do they adjust when it's not their normal? We get on a bus, drive 2 hours away or an hour away, and then go play. This is more, we spent the whole night, so how's that going to go?
Absolutely. All right, so that is our look at Natrona County on the Ellingford Brothers Pregame Coaches Show. We come back. Me and Brad are going to break it down from the Evanston perspective. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583 9925.
When you want all the amenities, a wonderful restaurant, and clean, comfortable rooms in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Whether you're in town for high school sports, on a business trip, or traveling with the whole Inn, it's a 5-star experience from the time you check in until you say goodbye till next time. The Best Western Dunmar Inn, supporting students and families in all their activities. Make your reservations today.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Making your car run better is Brett's Red Mountain Automotive's specialty. Brett and his crew can do a full engine replacement or repair, brakes, AC work, and more. Visit Brett's Red Mountain today across from the cemetery in Evanston.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Didn't get a fresh interview with Coach Roy Barker. So far, our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. We're going to, myself and Brad Francis, going to discuss this upcoming matchup with Natrona County, and now we do it from the Evanston perspective. And the first question I have for you, Brad, is after last night's game, which, by the way, it was only a 6-point loss for Evanston to Kelly Walsh, so it wasn't a blowout by any stretch of the imagination. How do you trigger that response and that comeback that we've become accustomed to see from these Lady Red Devils after they lose a game?
Well, it starts with Coach Roy Barker and the message that he's going to send. And if you know anything about Coach Barker, he's going to bring that energy this morning, and they're going to have to respond. The team's going to show their mental toughness this morning, but that does start with the head coach really conveying that message to the team. And I think that message will be loud and clear. And again, we talked a little bit. They had quite a few days off if you look at it in the basketball season. So from Thursday of the previous week until Friday. So that's a lot of practices. You can get a little rusty and not be, in that game mindset. So we'll see that, I think, go away today with them coming out to play Natrona this morning.
One thing that we've also kind of talked ad nauseum about is the energy in Red Devil Gymnasium on a Friday night, on a Thursday night. Saturday, it's a little bit of a different beast as there's other activities going on. You cut into your student section a little bit. It's during the day, so maybe you have some people who can't show up for work. How do you adjust for that difference and try to make up for that energy on the floor?
Well, one thing you try and teach as a coach to your team is it doesn't matter the circumstance. We're not going to let external circumstances impact, internally how we react and the energy that we bring. Because often you are in different gyms, hostile gyms, and if it's an away game, you still have to bring that energy. You can't be reliant upon the crowd. Now, it's nice when you have the crowd rocking, and I think we will get a good number here today. But it is a different energy than, you would think on a Friday night. So they are going to have to block out everything that's external and just, dig deep and bring that energy today.
Yeah, it's still going to be a loud building. It's still going to be everyone in this building, well, the vast majority of people in this building, rooting them on to victory. One thing and we'll kind of touch on it a little bit in our next section in the keys to the game, Emmy Fessler was going off late in the game last night. They lose by 6. Emmy Fessler fouls out with about 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Emmy Fessler was a big part of the third quarter in that game, which really made it look like the tide was going to shift towards Evanston. In fact, they took the lead and were, starting to really establish themselves in the game. Right at that time, too, Davia, she falls and gets hurt, tweaks her leg. We couldn't really tell exactly what happened, but spends a little time on the bench, comes back in the fourth with just a vengeance to win it. And that was just unfortunate for, Emmy Fessler to go down with the 5 fouls and have to sit on the bench. And so a little bit of, a little unlucky there for Evanston to close out the game. And you have to really prepare as good as you can to eliminate luck as a factor there. So look at Emmy Fessler to be a little bit frustrated from having to sit at the end last night, coming in with, a fire to play really hard today.
Well, again, we said it once, we'll say it again. We know that this team will respond. The question is how big of a response is it going to be? Are we going to see something like what we saw in Riverton and Jackson where they completely just storm the court and take over the game early? Or is it going to be one of those ones where Natrona County feels like they can take advantage a little bit of the loss and kind of the I guess I don't know how to describe it, but when you play a team that's lost, you feel like that you can kind of go out there, and if you can set a tempo early, you might be able to get them in that mindset that kind of gets them in trouble early.
Yeah, break their spirit early,
yeah,
right?
That's what I meant.
And you look at, I don't know, I think if Evanston, they don't have the luxury today to let off the gas at all, because Natrona is a strong team with some really good wins on their resume, and if they just let up and don't bring the fire that they need to in this game, then it could be pretty demoralizing. You get at the end of that first quarter, if you're in a deficit, you're looking back the past 5 quarters going, hey, we're not playing to our standard, and then it can get out of hand. So really have to bring it right from the tip today.
Well, you just said the most important thing about today and why this game matters is how much of this game matters. Sometimes you have games where it's like, oh, it's going to be the third quarter or the second half that you keep your eye on. For this girls game, you're going to have to keep on every dribble, every pass from the tip-off, because it's all going to matter here this afternoon.
Well, and yeah, I think today will be big for Evanston in their confidence, because if they take these 2 losses in a row, these 2 days, that's pretty demoralizing for the team, and then it's like they're going to have to dig really deep to respond. So hopefully they can avoid that today with some, really intense play, some hard defense, and then taking care of that basketball. We're going to talk later keys to the game, but fouling is going to be a huge storyline in this game, where Evanston, they've struggled throughout the year with 18 fouls a game to Natrona's 11 per game. That could be something that really gets them in trouble if they don't keep that in check.
And that ends our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. We're going to step aside. We come back, we'll have those keys to the game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
Business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
Time to go to our Keys to the Game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. And key number one for the Evanston Red Devils, clean the glass.
Yeah, Red Devils need to make sure that they're heavy on the rebounds here. There's opportunities in the offensive rebounding especially.
And for Natrona County, get to the line.
Natrona County is a great free throw shooting team, around 60%. The more they get there, the better chance they have of putting points on the board.
And let's now introduce you to your 24-25 Evanston Lady Red Devils, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires.
Hi, I'm Kieran Simmons. I'm a post and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Emmy Fessler. I'm a junior and I'm a shooting guard.
Hi, I'm Maddie Brown. I'm a junior and I play guard.
I'm Cassie Barker. I'm a sophomore and I play post.
Hi, I'm Braylon Morrison. I'm a junior and I'm a guard.
Hi, I'm Emma Lonsway. I'm a junior and I'm a point guard.
Hi, my name's Chesney Mackey. I'm a junior and I'm a guard.
Hi, my name's Violet Cook and I'm a sophomore and I'm a guard.
My name's Dana Kohler. I'm a junior and I'm a guard.
Hi, I'm Evie Stahl. I'm a junior and I'm a post guard.
Hi, I'm Annalie West. I'm a sophomore and I'm a post. Thanks for watching.
Now time for your starting lineups, brought to you by our friends at Les Schwab Tires. First for Natrona County, number 1, Alze Salinas, number 12, LK Sheets, number 22, Cami Costello, and number 33, Bryn Sybrandt. For the Evanston Lady Red Devils, it's number 2, Emma Lonsway, number 4, Maddie Brown, number 33, Cassie Barker, and number 42, Emmy Fessler, and number 51, Kieran Simmons. So for Evanston, they're in the white uniforms, red numerals, black uniforms, white numerals with Natrona and orange across the front for the Phillies here this afternoon. Tip-off will feature Bryn Sybrandt and Cassie Barker, so the battle of the 33s coming your way.
Yeah, I wonder how often that's happened. 2 33s, like that's a unique number. I like it. They're about the same height too. See who wins this off the tip.
Tip-off is won by Natrona County, and they'll take it towards the left side. Gets it out towards the top to Carly Dinkle. Natrona County, of course, coached by J.R. Wilson. Gets it over to Costello, now on the left side. Dinkle pass inside the lane, looking for Sheets, taken away by Evanston. Lonsway tripped up and down she goes.
In classic Emma Lonsway fashion, she gets the steal and then draws a foul in the open court. She's a really good ball handler, and she has active hands on defense. She's in passing lanes, getting steals. I really like Emma Lonsway's game.
Lonsway passes over to Brown, but that's tipped away and taken by Natrona County. One into the other, goes for the layup. Can't get it to go, and it's out of play.
Yeah, that's one that Salinas will want back. She just kind of got caught up in between steps and had to go for the layup a little bit further out than she had anticipated when she started her drive.
Inbound to Evanston. Passes over to Barker at the center line and throws that one away over towards the scores table. So it'll go back to Natrona County.
Yeah, that's not exactly how Evanston wants to start, with 2 turnovers in their own backcourt. need to make sure that on that press they're staying composed and keeping possession of the ball.
Pass intended on the near sideline for Costello, deflected out of bounds by Lonsway. Pass over towards the right side, Natrona County. For Costello, left side jumper, in and out, rebounded by Dinkle. And now passes back out, right side three, good. As Costello will get the first points of the game.
Yeah, Costello's a 32% three-point shooter. Got to keep her off the line.
Bad pass stolen by Natrona County, taking it one end to the other. It is Natrona County's Costello, and she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, Costello averages 9 a game, and really making her impact on the game early here with a quick 3 and then a drive to the hoop for free throws.
Puts the shot up, and that one just a touch too hard.
Costello's, I think, the best free throw shooter I've seen on the girls' side this year. She's at 81% on the year on a high volume, so great free throw shooter.
Shot is up and good. 4-0 Natrona County. Simmons will inbound to Brown. Now passes back over to Simmons, finds Brown again. Back over to Barker on the right side. She takes it to the block. Bounce pass over to Fessler. Puts the shot up. It's short. Rebound is a jump ball pulled in by Evanston and Natrona County. Question is, it's going to go to Evanston.
That's one adjustment that I think the Lady Red Devils need to look at, is using the glass a little bit more on the inside. They keep just kind of lobbing it up. Oh, there's one that goes for Cassie Barker, though. And exactly what I'm talking about. She didn't need glass on that one, but you do want to use that glass to help you make those shots. What a good finish by Cassie Barker there, though.
Barker gets the and one. So that now makes it a potential 1-point game here. Shot is up, and it is good. Back over to Natrona County. Pass to Costello. Left side coming into the near block is off the mark, and that's out of play. Can you go unlock the bell? Can you let someone in the bottom door? So now it is a 4-3 game. Now they'll inbound it for Natrona County. Putting up the shot and in is Ella K. Sheets.
It's a nice board and finish from Ella K. coming into the game. Nice bucket.
Red Devils now looking for something on the other end, down by 3. Gets it to Simmons in the lane, puts the shot up. That one in and out, pulled in by Barker. She puts the shot up with the defender, no good. Rebound pulled in by Sybrandt.
There will definitely be opportunities down low. Some early signs of missed layups, which was a problem last night.
And a missed shot by Natrona County results in pickup by Simmons. Lonsway passes over to Fessler. Left side 3. That one just a touch too hard. Chased down and pulled in by Costello. So 3 Phillies coming in. Number 0, Casey Campbell, Ella Reese, and Joss Behrens. Inbound will be taken by Sybrandt. Hits it over to Campbell, and now Natrona County with a 3-point lead, trying to make something happen here. 5 minutes left in the first quarter as Campbell, victim of some tough defense by Lonsway. It goes out of bounds off of Lonsway on the near sideline. Inbound play coming up for Natrona in front of the Evanston bench. Fessler comes off the court in favor of Cook. As they'll inbound to Campbell. On the right side, it's Salinas. Now passes out, straightaway 3, in and out from Sybrandt. Rebound pulled in by Reese, and now she tries something, but that's going to go out of bounds off of Natrona County over on the far sideline.
Something Evanston's going to need to look at are those extra chance opportunities, those offensive rebounds that have been happening on the Natrona side.
Lonsway on the right side, passes it back out to Cook on the left, bounces out to Lonsway on the right wing, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout. We'll take it as well. Red Devils trail by 3 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
6-3 Natrona County here with 4:33 left in the first quarter. Evanston with inbound play. They go to Cook to start it off. She dribbles over to Brown on the left wing, bounces over to Simmons, finds Lonsway, right side 3. That one wide left, pulled in by Simmons, but they're going to call a jump ball.
Yeah, possession area goes to Natrona County. But it was a good look from Lonsway up top and a confident shot just right off the rim there.
Inbound to Campbell. Goes along the right side with Lonsway right there with her. Now kicks it out. Right side 3 is off the mark by Behrens, and it goes out of play off the rim and over the near corner.
It's a different feel to this game than the one last night for Evanston. A lot of pressure from Natrona up high in Evanston's own backcourt. They'd have trouble breaking it so far.
Pass over to Simmons, but it's broken up by Cybrandt and a whistle on the other end.
Yeah, Coach Barker really trying to emphasize to his team how they are going to need to break this press because it's really given Evanston fits so far in this game.
First foul on Lonsway, second team foul on the Red Devils. So it'll be an inbound here to Cybrandt at the top. Now stops, gets it over to Campbell on the right wing. Back out towards the top to Salinas. Right side block spin move by Cybrandt. She draws the foul and she'll shoot 2.
Well, and that was one of our keys to the game early is that if those Phillies get to the line, they do really well. So Evanston's really got to watch, go straight up with their arms on defense here. Make Natrona really earn the fouls if they're going to get them.
That one short off of the front. And now checking in will be Cami Costello. Puts the shot up, and that one's good.
Cybrandt's a 65% free throw shooter on the year.
7-3 Natrona County as Evanston's got to bust the press here, and it's Lonsway who does it as she's done all year. Drives towards the right side. Now bounces around the defender looking for Fessler. Ball's loose on the ground as it's poked away by Campbell. We got a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with Evanston.
Yeah. Lonsway got herself a little too deep in the corner over there, and you could see Natrona just screaming, Coach Wilson screaming for the trap down low in the corner and almost got a turnover off of it.
3:28 left here in the first quarter. Evanston down by 4. Gets it over to Cook. Left side jumper over the top of the rim, pulled in by Cybrandt. And here come the Phillies. Campbell passes over towards the left side to Rees. Now back out on the right side to Costello. Looking for Cybrandt on the low block, but it's taken away by Natrona County. Nice jumper from the near side, about 4 out by Joss Behrens.
Yeah, it was a really confident shot. Stopped on a dime, just a little mid-range jumper.
Bad pass by Evanston, intercepted by Natrona County, but it's thrown away by Costello, trying to hit Campbell down low, but it goes out of play. Red Devil basketball.
Yeah, right now the key to the game for the Lady Red Devils is to find a way to break this press consistently. If not, they can't even get into their offense right now. Not very many good looks because of it.
Pass over to Barker, but a collision between her And it looked like Cybrant, no, that's Costello, on the reception, I guess you can say. They're going to call the foul against Costello. Now an inbound play coming up for Evanston. Gets it over to Fessler, left side three, that one off the base iron. Pulled in for Natrona County by Dinkle. Bad pass by Natrona County, intercepted on the other end by Cook, and now Lonsway feeds Barker on the near block, bounces it off her foot, heading out of bounds, keeps it in, but it's taken away by Natrona County's Costello, but taken right back by Evanston's Violet Cook at the center line. Lonsway in between the circles, gets it over to Fessler on the right side. 2 minutes, 23 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, down by 6. Lonsway on the left wing, covered by Campbell, bounces it out to Brown. Fessler on the right wing, it's Costello on defense on her. Back out in between the circles, Brown once again. Evanston moving around the outside, now finds Barker at the top of the arc. Brown on the right wing, back to Fessler. Quickly moves it to Lonsway, finds Barker, high block, and looking to draw the foul, and she will, but it's down on the ground.
Yeah, it's going to be on the floor there. We'll have a baseline out of bounds play coming from Coach Barker here.
First foul against Costello, third team foul against Natrona County, as Salinas will check in for the Phillies. Lonsway with the inbound play coming up. Gets it over to Barker on the near block, bounces it out to Fessler. Lonsway in the corner, finds Barker, but she dribbles it off of her foot and out of bounds.
Yeah, she's had a few problems with that initial dribble going off her foot a couple times on the last few possessions. I think it's just, getting that composure, taking a nice dribble, taking your time. It's patience in the post.
Salinas goes across the center line, passes over towards the right side to Dinkle. Lob pass inside the lane looking for Cybrant, and we've got a foul called on the pass. It's going to come against Fessler.
Fessler on the help defense on the backside. She's actually in the right place at the right time, so it's smart defensive play. She just gets a little too aggressive trying to steal the pass.
That puts Natrona County into the bonus, and it'll send Bryn Cybrant to the free throw line for the second time today. Well, we talked about it in the pregame show. Free throws are something that Evanston does not want to give away cheaply. And right now, for the next 97 seconds, Natrona County will have an opportunity to shoot from the line as the first one from Cybrant rolls but doesn't roll in.
Well, the majority of their points today have been from the free throw line, not shooting a high percentage. Evanston playing well on defense, but, yeah, just fouling a little too much, kind of like we talked about at the beginning of the game.
10-3, Natrona County as Cybrant hits the second one. Fessler gets it over to Brown on the left wing, but a double dribble called on Evanston. Turnover back to Natrona County.
Yeah, Emmy Fessler, she was worried about her pass and actually tipped it before it got to the other player, which that's a double dribble.
Stolen on the other end, though, by Brown for Evanston. Now takes it to the near block, goes for the layup. No good. Rebound by Cook. She'll draw the foul. And Violet Cook to the free throw line for the first time today.
Yeah, Evanston just needs to continue to be aggressive. Go to the hoop, get fouled. Especially you look at like Maddie Brown, Violet Cook, those wings that can really put pressure on a defense if they attack. I'd like to see a little bit more of that throughout the game so that you either get a foul or an offensive rebound.
Cook with a little bit too hard of a shot there on the first one. Makes Evanston 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Next one on the way from Cook, and that one bounces high. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Natrona County. Good job there by Annalie West to get there, who just checked into the game. Bounced the ball off of Natrona County, and an inbound play coming up for Evanston.
Yeah, I love when players earn extra possessions for their team, just like Annalie West does. She does that all the time with her activity down low.
Lonsway on the far corner, now gets it back out to Fessler at the top. Brown finds Lonsway again, covered by Salinas. 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Brown finds West, near blocked. That shot left short and pulled in by Natrona County. Phillies in transition. Dinkle draws the foul underneath the hoop from the near side of the paint against Violet Cook.
It's just that early offense from Natrona. They're pushing the pace. and then finding themselves at the free throw line again and again. And it's really slowly but surely extended their lead. It's 10-3 now for Natrona, looking to make it 11.
First shot from Dinkle is up and just off the rim short. 52.5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Both teams in the bonus, by the way.
Yeah, Dinkle doesn't get to the line often, but when she does, she's a 64% free throw shooter.
Shot is up, and that one rolls in. 11-3 Natrona County with about 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Fessler. She bounces it out to Barker at the top. Lonsway on the near block, puts up the shot, draws the foul. She'll shoot 2.
Well, and that's been a little bit of Natrona's playbook, what Emma Lonsway does. Right there, she dives to the hoop and gets that foul. I think Evanston needs to find themselves a little bit more at the line, too, to get their way back into this game.
First one from Lonsway, just off of the left side of the hoop. So it's Lonsway, Brown, Fessler, Barker, West on the floor right now as Lonsway hits the second one. And the Red Devils cut the gap to 7. With 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Costello, straightaway 3, short, pulled in by West from the field, and now Evanston with it. Red Devils trying to break the press, set up here by the Phillies. They find Barker, who goes across the center line, drives along the right lane, bounces high but gets it back. Gets it back out to Brown, goes Fessler, left side 3. That one hits glass and nothing more. Pulled in by Natrona County's Campbell. Send it forward to Dinkle. Fessler on defense there. Pass inside the lane. Intercepted by Maddie Brown with 5 seconds left. Brown gets it over to Fessler. Puts up the shot right around the buzzer on the layup. Can't get it to go, and that's how the first quarter ends. 1 down, 3 to go. It is Natrona County 11, Evanston 4 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
Whether it's an enclosed cab tractor for those freezing winter days or a smaller hobby tractor for backyard projects, Covelo Auto Farm has you covered. From haying to snow removal, we offer the equipment you need year-round, featuring trusted brands like Massey Ferguson and Vermeer. Stop by and see us at 80 Reese Road in Mountain View today. Covelo Auto Farm, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
We know you're on the go, and that's why having the right financial partner is so important. At Trona Valley, we're here to make banking easy for you. Whether you prefer banking online or in person, we've got you covered. Manage your money anytime, anywhere with our digital banking services. Check balances, transfer funds, or pay bills. We also offer youth loans, scholarships, and so much more. Whatever your financial needs, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you. Visit us online at tronavalley.com or stop by to see us. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
When you're thinking about buying or selling a home, commercial building, or property, one of the most important things to put on your list is a thorough property inspection by a certified master inspector. The same inspector that real estate professionals and lending institutions rely on. Enter Highline Property Inspections. Highline Property Inspections backs up their inspections with photo documentation showing you those hard-to-get-to locations above, in, and under your property. Begin your real estate transaction with a peace of mind provided by HighlinePropertyInspections.com. HighlinePropertyInspections.com.
When you have an appointment with a dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Hey, it's Hunter here with Les Schwab. Just want to let you know we have America's Best Tire Warranty. It's now available at all Les Schwab Tire Centers. It includes our no-hassle road hazard protection, free tire maintenance, and a 60-day ride satisfaction guarantee included for free. Come visit us at Les Schwab Tire Centers today at 157 Bear River Drive in Evanston.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
No points have been scored in the second quarter so far. 6:53 remaining here in the half. 11-4. Natrona County on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Evanston with an inbound play underneath the Natrona County bucket. Elan Olliff and Brad Francis coming to you live from the the broadcast booth here at Red Devil Gymnasium. Travel called on Evanston after the inbound play. It goes back to Natrona County.
Yeah, this first quarter, while we were at the break there, just a lot of turnovers back and forth from both teams. Both teams kind of struggling to possess the ball right now.
On the other side, a blocking foul on Lonsway. It is the first one against Evanston, second personal against Emma.
Yeah, and that could be something we need to watch here as a storyline. Emma doesn't want to pick up her third, especially in terms of maintaining possession. Emma Lonsway is so important to the Lady Red Devils.
Dinkle inbounds to Campbell, goes left side to Costello. Passes to Sybrant on the near elbow. She's called for a travel. And the turnovers continue in this second quarter.
Yeah, really this game boils down to simply fouls, right? And Natrona County has converted on their free throws, and Evanston has not. And so that's really been the difference in the game so far.
Lonzo on the right side, bounce pass over to Simmons, near block, no good. Coming in and flying in for the rebound was Barker. She tries to pass it back out to Simmons, but it's deflected out of bounds over the baseline by Natrona County. You talk about the fouls. It's not that Evanston hasn't been hitting them. They just haven't been getting to the line. They are 2 of 5.
Yeah.
So over to Brown at the top, and Natrona County, on the other hand, are 4 of 8. And now a jump ball called. We'll go back to Natrona County.
Evanston, some good action underneath and really earning possessions back. They just need to be a little bit better at finishing at the rim right now.
Inbound play by Evanston, deflected over the baseline by Natrona County's Joss Behrens. Lonsway, lob pass, finds Barker at the near block, and she's fouled by Sybrant. That's the third one on Natrona County. First one on Bryn Sybrant, second team foul. Inbound to Barker on the near far corner, bounces back to Simmons at the near block, finds Brown straight away 3. That one off the glass, rebound is loose, and the ball is loose. It was originally in Campbell's arms, but Simmons goes down, knocks it loose. Campbell gets to it at the same time as Simmons. They call a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Natrona County.
Yeah, Coach Barker subs out Emma Lonsway here, I think, to try and preserve those 3 fouls that she still has left to give. Puts in Julia Barton.
Inbound for Natrona County, it's Campbell on the right side, covered by Barker and Brown. Bad pass stolen away by Fessler. She takes it across the center line. Now back out to Brown on the left side. Fessler on the far wing. Trying to figure out where to go, and it's Barker at the top. Bounces out to Brown on the right side. Finds Simmons, who's fouled in the paint by Sybrant. That's her second, and the third on Natrona County. Here's Emma Lonsway back into the game. Sybrant's going to take a short break, and coming in will be LK Sheets.
Coach Barker doing a little offense-defense subbing here, using Julia Barton on defense and Emma Lonsway on offense.
Gets it over to Barker on the right side, runs around the defense, draws the foul from about 3 out on the shot. So it'll send Cassie Barker back to the free throw line, her second time today. She had a chance for the and one, and she got it earlier.
Yeah, I love the action there from Cassie Barker, really putting pressure on the defense, getting inside the lane, turning into free throws and some some easy points. So I think to go back to that again and again, your star under there, you got to kind of rely on her to get fouled, put Natrona in some foul trouble. Already 4 fouls on the quarter with still 5:19 left.
First one goes down. Second one is just left short. Lonsway came out. Barton came in. So as going across the center line, Campbell drives one end to the other, passes it out towards the right side. 3 by Dinkle is well off the mark. Rebound is a jump ball. A battle between Sheets and Simmons comes flying in there.
Yeah, this is turning into a bit of a wrestling match. On every loose ball, we see those tie-ups there. Coach Barker continues this pattern of bringing Lonsway in for offense, really, I think, to help keep possession, worried about the turnover battle.
Lonsway gets it over to Brown. Now back over to Lonsway. They got to get across the line, and they do. Simmons on the left side. Wide open, Barker, runner good.
See, now that's the best that they have broken the press all day so far, and it's just smart, easy passes. It's nothing fancy. Find the open man and move the ball.
Red Devils cut the gap down to 4. Bounces it out to Dinkle on the left side. Campbell at the top. Costello in the lane, and it's knocked away by 2 Red Devils, but they can't pick it up. And a whistle called, timeout called by Coach Wilson, but the Red Devils cut the gap down to 4. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Inbound play coming up for Natrona County. It'll be taken by Dinkle. She goes out to Campbell. Dribble towards the right side. Gets it to Dinkle, near corner 3. Got it. Big 3 ball by Dinkle.
Well, and that's to stop the run there of Evanston, who had scored 3 unanswered to start.
Evanston takes it one end to the other. It's Violet Cook underneath the lane and gets it.
Yeah, and this is looking more like Evanston wants to play on offense, so we'll see if that can continue throughout this quarter.
Red Devils down by 5 as a foul down on the ground. Trying to get the shot off, falling away was Sheets, and they called the foul on Evanston. First one against Kiernan Simmons. Big sub coming in for Coach Barker, so let's refresh it. The 5. It's Barker, West, Fessler, Brown, and Lonsway on defense. 3:55 left in the half. Long pass, and that one just shy of the 10-second line. Kept in by Natrona County. Left side 3, Dinkle again. This time she's too far. Pulled in by the Red Devils, Brown. She'll pass it over to Fessler on the left side, who tracks the double team back to Barker at the top, drives towards the near block, and draws the foul against Salinas. That is the 5th foul, I believe, on Natrona County. It is, and the first one on Salinas. So Evanston will shoot free throws for the next 3:34.
And I've been really impressed with the energy shift that's happened in the second quarter here for the Evanston Red Devils. They're attacking the hoop more, getting to the free throw line or getting easy transition baskets. They need to make it easier on themselves. In both last night and today, they've kind of got caught in the half court a little bit too long, where the defense can get set and they, really can be in the right spot at the right time. I've seen a shift start to happen here in the second quarter.
Barker goes 1 for 2, and the second one is missed. Rebound by Evanston, and they're going to get a chance to double up, down by 4. Lonsway on the right side. Holding now gets it over to Brown. Looking for West, puts up the shot. That one is well short. Rebound by Campbell, and she will bounce the ball off of the Evanston defender and over the baseline. It'll stay with Natrona County.
Yeah, smart little play there from Campbell. She's trapped on the baseline, found a way to get out of it, though, and knock the ball off the Red Devil.
Salinas to inbound it for the Phillies. Evanston starting to show a little bit of pressure. Pass over to Salinas, who goes right back to Campbell, bounces it across the line. Pass inside the lane, broken up by Evanston, and they get it off the fingertips of Sheets and over the baseline.
Yeah, it turns out to be just kind of a turnover there from Sheets. So Evanston, they've cut it to 4 points here. Now, this is where we see, can they take that next step and really cross that threshold and take over this game a little bit? It's been their quarter, but how do they finish the last 3 minutes?
They've outscored them 6-3 here in the second quarter. Pass over to Barker on the left side. She drops the ball, but is able to get it back. And a travel called on Barker as she might have shuffled the feet a little bit trying to pick that thing up.
Yeah, Coach Barker motioning to his team, let's calm down on the ball. Stay composed, right? It's good to attack with that energy, but you have to stay in control as well. And a couple of possessions, they just kind of lost control.
Campbell goes across the center line, dribbles right towards the defense, tries to pass over to Salinas, but it's deflected out of bounds by West. Inbound play coming up for Natrona County in front of the Evanston bench. Gets it out on the right side to Campbell. Thought about a 3. Instead, we'll go Salinas on the left side. She works towards the top. Back to Campbell on the right wing. Finds Salinas. Straight away deep 3. Got it!
Well, what a shot from Salinas there to extend the lead. And now Evanston looking at the other side going here, hey, we got to stop their own run.
2:24 left in the first half. Barton on the left side, goes Fessler at the top. Hands off to Brown. Tries to dribble towards the left side, goes around Salinas. Finds Fessler on the left wing, guarded by Campbell. Back to Barton at the top. Brown on the right wing, now to Barker. Lobs it up to where only West can get it. She tries to bounce around the defender looking for Barton, but it's off the mark and Barton can't chase it down. Over the far sideline, turnover to Natrona County.
It's a shame, too. It's a really nice cut from Barton going to the hoop. She found no one on her, so she went to the rim, and West just missed her barely, which would have been 2 points.
Across the center line, it's Campbell trapped at the scorer's table. Timeout called by Coach Wilson. We'll take it as well. It's Natrona County 17, Evanston 10. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Inbound play coming up for Natrona County. Ella Reese into the game. They bounce it out to Sheets. Reese goes back to the top to Salinas. And then Salinas goes for another 3 at the top. That one rolls in and out. Rebound is off of a charging Barons and out of play over the baseline. Turnover to Evanston.
Yeah, Salinas really feeling it there. That one almost went down as well. And you look at Natrona now backing off the pressure. Maybe it's because they're in the bonus here. Evanston's in the bonus, don't want to foul unnecessarily.
90 seconds left in the half. Lonsway goes towards the left side, loses the basketball, but down now it is a wrestling match picked up by Salinas. She hands it off to Campbell, sends it forward to Reese, and that rebound is bopped out of bounds by Barker to keep it from being another fast break opportunity.
Yeah, Emmy Fessler did a good job getting back and contesting that layup. I think it affected the shot right at the last second.
Jump shot right in front of the free throw line falls for Sheets.
Yeah, Natrona County really starting to put pressure on Evanston, up 9 here late in the second.
A minute left in the half. Gets it over to Barker, bounces to Fessler. Far block, puts the layup up off the side of the backboard, and then she's able to bounce it off of Natrona County and out of play.
Yeah, if I'm Evanston, I really want some points here. You need something to build on. They started the second so well, and then something flipped halfway through where they kind of lost their footing, and Natrona really started to make some big shots.
52 seconds left in the half as Barker puts the shot up off the glass, misses it, gets her own rebound, goes to Brown, who goes to Fessler. Far corner three, Lonsway off of the iron, pulled in by West. One bounce, puts the layup up, no good. Rebound goes off of Natrona County and over the baseline. 37 seconds left.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of an execution problem here. A lot of good-looking shots, just not falling yet.
Lonsway will inbound it at the high post, lobs it up high to Fessler, goes back to Lonsway, finds West at the far block, puts the shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound is a foul on Barker.
Yeah, it's a tough one for Cassie to take there. And I don't know, what is that, her third foul there? Was it just her first?
Just her first, so
that's good.
Yeah, it's the third team foul.
Okay.
As they'll inbound to Salinas. Nikita Kashner checking into the game for Natrona County. Salinas goes Kashner on the left side. Pass out to Rees. Straightaway three, Salinas short. Rebound is ripped away by West. She sends it forward to Barton, who finds Fessler. Left block, draws the foul, and Emmy Fessler to the free throw line with 9 seconds left in the half. Stripe after Fessler misses that first one. Addie Krall checks into the game for Cassie Barker. Krall got some time in, I believe it was the Jackson game 2 weeks ago today, as that one splashes through and Fessler is 1 for 2, cuts the gap down to 8. Passes over towards the near side to Dinkle. Back out towards the top to Sheets. Puts up the shot and good at the buzzer. And it is Sheets for 2. And it's a 10-point lead for Natrona County going into the locker room. 21-11 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Natrona County leads. We'll be right back with our halftime show brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language arts skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olliff, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
What is Uinta BOCES #1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES #1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
The picture of our eyes arrived. I want to see it. Dad, can you tell me whose eyes are whose?
Yep, your eye's the bottom green one and hers is the top green one. In addition to easily observable differences in eyes, there are also variations in how our eyes view the world. Some of this has to do with our posture. At a conference earlier this year, our staff used a new device that provided customized measurements for glasses, taking into account a person's typical stance. Check it out the next time you want glasses that are uniquely fit to you. Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours.
Welcome back to the Red Devil Gymnasium. Time for our Uinta Eye and Vision halftime show. Time for our first half stats and highlights. Brought to you by Wyoming Wild Meats, where you can afford to feed your family and fill the freezer. First, let's go ahead and break down how this one has gone as Evanston is able to put up 4 points in the first and outscored 11-4 in the first quarter, and then outscored 10-7 in the second quarter, giving us our 10-point lead for Natrona County, 21-11 at the halftime on the T7 Propane scoreboard. For the Phillies, I got 3 for Salinas, 2 for Barons, 4 for Costello, 2 for Cybrandt, 4 for Dinkle, and 6 for LK Sheets. For the Evanston Red Devils, 1 for Emma Lonsway, 2 for Maddie Brown, 1 for Emmy Fessler, and a game-high 7 for Cassie Barker. Evanston shooting 5 of 11 from the free throw line, while Natrona County shooting 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. That is your Wyoming Wild Meats first half stats and highlights, brought to you by our friends at Wyoming Wild Meats, where you can afford to feed your family and fill the freezer. Your score at the half, it's Natrona County 21, Evanston 11 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. We'll be right back with more of our Uinta Eye and Vision halftime show after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
From jerky to fresh cuts, Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is your trusted source for high-quality meats. Locally processed and packed with care, we're proud to serve our community. Stop by today and taste the difference. Wyoming Wild Meats, located behind the Maverick in Lyman.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to
another edition of the Ellingford Brothers.
Welcome back to the Red Devil Gymnasium, our halftime show brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. Usually we would have a conversation with Coach Rob Watsbaugh to get you set for the boys game, but we didn't get an interview after last night's game. So we look forward to hearing from him after today's game, as right now the Lady Red Devils trail 21-11 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. So if you are looking at potential adjustments to make here for the Red Devils, right now it's going to definitely come down to trying to break that press. Evanston has had some success doing it, but overall Natrona County has been able to force turnovers and force mistakes by the Evanston Lady Red Devils. That's going to do it for Uinta Eye and Vision halftime show, where our vision is to improve yours. Evanston's vision will be to try to work to erase this 10-point deficit on the T7 Propane scoreboard. We'll be right back with quarter number 3 right after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
Just like our Red Devils athletes need breaks to come back and perform at their highest level, our eyes also need breaks. Everyone knows that 20/20 is perfect vision. The 20/20 rule is a great way to help our eyes come back to perform at their highest level. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break from your book, phone, or computer. In addition, it helps to look at something 20 feet away and blink 20 times to help relax your focus and refresh the surface of your eyes. Keep your eyes performing well so you can continue to enjoy watching the Red Devils compete.
When you need your eyes examined, call 307-789-3937. Now blink!
Back in action here in the third quarter. It is Natrona County with the ball, moving right to left, or left to right rather, as underneath the hoop drawing the foul is Sheets. So she will shoot 2 as it comes against Cassie Barker, her second foul and the first team. First trip to the free throw line today for Sheets, as she will miss the first one, giving it a 10-point lead with 7:49 remaining here in the third quarter. Next one from Sheets on the way. That one in and out, so she goes 0 for 2. Rebound is going to be a jump ball, as Brown got there and went one-on-one with Sheets to get it back. Jump ball possession arrow goes to Evanston. Inbound to Lonsway. Passes over towards the right side to Fessler. Back out to Lonsway at the center logo. Brown on the near wing, back out to Lonsway. Baseball pass intercepted by Sheets, sends it forward to Salinas, looking for Costello, puts up the layup from the right side, no good, and a push on Evanston. 2 shots going to Sheets, or Costello, excuse me.
Yeah, and it's that same pattern that, I think got Evanston in a hole a little bit in the first half was, fouling, getting to the line, getting some easy shots from the free throw line.
First one from Costello, good. Makes it 22-11 on the T7 Propane scoreboard.
Again, yeah, Costello, she's not one you want to put on the line either, up above 80% on the year.
That one was halfway in and comes out. Red Devils get it back. Brown gets it over to Lonsway. Evanston has to get over the timeline, and they do. Lonsway turns on the gas, stops, now gets it back out to Brown at the top. Fessler on the left wing takes one dribble, now gets it back out to Lonsway, who finds Brown looking for Simmons on the near far elbow. Back to Brown at the top. Passes back to Lonsway. 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Red Devils down by 11. Bounces Emma again. Fessler open straight away 3. That one too much. Off the baseline. Rebound pulled in by Evanston. They'll get another chance. Fessler on the near wing goes back out to Lonsway, who's circling towards the top. Leaves it for Brown. Now finds Fessler again. Lobs up to Simmons, who tries to put the shot up underneath the net. Pulled down by Cybrandt.
That's just kind of been the story of the game for Evanston, just missing some layups that they usually make.
Left side holding it. It's Kashner, it looks like. Left side 3 from Dinkel is off of the mark. Pulled in by Evanston's Fessler. Lonsway slowly brings it across the line. Now gets it back out to Fessler on the right side. Brown in between the circles. Left-hand dribble, 6 minutes, 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bounces out to Fessler, finds Brown again. Evanston trailing by 11. Taken away in the far elbow by Cybrandt. Ginkel on the right side, now back out to Costello. Pass intended for Cybrandt, broken up by Simmons. And now the Red Devils with it, one end to the other. It's Brown, takes it for the layup and good.
Yeah, Evanston needs much more of that. Some fast break layups, some easy baskets. I mean, plain and simple, they just need to put the ball in the hoop a little bit more. 11 points in the first half just won't be enough in a varsity girls game.
Cuts the gap down to 9. As at the half, it was a 21-11 lead by Natrona County. A foul, Salinas, and she will shoot 2.
Yeah, the last 2 nights, Evanston really just playing off their normal pace for the season, too. Usually score up around 40 points a game. And last night and today so far, just really struggling on the offensive side of the ball to get those points.
Barker comes out, Cook comes in. It's the second foul, by the way, on Annalie West, or by Kieran Simmons, as that one goes through. So it's a 11-point lead for Natrona County. Simmons passes over to Fessler, who gets it back to Brown, who goes over the center line, finds Fessler, goes back to Lonsway. Jumper from about 19 out from the near far elbow. Rebound by Lonsway, kicks it out to Brown. Near side 3, got it!
And that's a good-looking shot from Brown. Confident 3. It looked really pretty from up here where we're at.
Second night in a row she's been able to drop that. 4 minutes, 52 seconds as a bad pass by Natrona County goes over the baseline. Red Devil basketball. Get a turnover. See if they can turn this into some momentum. Down by 8.
Yeah, if they convert here, I think that's a big boost for their confidence towards the second half of this third quarter.
And a double dribble / travel called on Fessler. Looked like she took the ball, kind of hopped forward, and then kind of passed it off.
Started running before she made the pass.
Yep.
She made it a fairly easy call there for the officials. And that's, you got to capitalize on these opportunities, right? 3 ball from Maddie Brown. Another bucket would have cut that lead even a little bit more. But got to play strong defense here if they want to, maintain that momentum that they've picked up.
Barker back into the game for Simmons. Bad pass to Salinas, goes off her fingertips and into her own bench. Red Devil basketball. Cook with the inbound play to Lonsway. Right-hand dribble, lobs it up high for Barker. That is deflected out of bounds by Natrona County's Ella Reese. Oh, no, it's actually off of Evanston. It looked like it went off of Reese, but they changed the call to Natrona County ball.
Evanston players a little confused by that one. Thought it went off Reese, like you said, but goes to Natrona. They'll have to look for another turnover.
Right block, Reese goes for the layup, no good. Pulled in by Cook, sends it forward to Brown, and now Brown along the near sideline. There's 3 Phillies around her, gets it over to Barker, finds Lonsway, quickly over to Fessler, right side, back to Brown, leaves it over to Barker on the left block, and she's pushed.
Yeah, and that is the Phillies' first foul of the half.
For Cy Brandt, it'll be waiting for it to come up on the board.
Did you see that interaction here with the official? One of the Phillies tried to run in. I think is that Costello?
Yeah.
She tries to run in, and the official goes up to her and goes, no, sends her right back to the bench. It's pretty funny.
Now she comes in. It's the third against Costello, or against Cy Brandt. First team foul in the third quarter. Red Devils with a off-ball foul on Natrona County. I think that's Cy Brandt again. Yep, that's her 4th. So she's going to have to take a break here mid-third quarter.
Yeah, they've been playing pretty rough on Cassie Barker down low, trying to get her out of her rhythm. It's, I think, worked pretty well for him this game.
Lob pass goes to Barker. One touch right back to Lonsway. Now looking to go to Cook, but it's outside, chased down by Fessler. Slings this one over to Cook on the near wing. Bounces it out to West, stepping into the arc, putting up the jumper as Lonsway no good. Rebound is brought in by Barker somehow, some way, and there's a foul down on the ground.
And I really like the passion the Lady Red Devils are playing with right now. This is the moment, right? They got to start converting some baskets because they've got some momentum. They're playing hard. Just need to turn that into points.
Second one on Campbell, third on Natrona County. Evanston with 3 fouls as well, with 3:25 left in the third quarter. Ball bopped away by Natrona County. Costello one into the other, but it's Cook keeping up with her every step of the way and fouls her, and that'll send Costello to the line.
It's good defense from Costello. I really like how she plays. She stayed composed there on the drive to the hoop. Almost converted the and one, but like we said before, she's almost automatic from the free throw line here.
50% from the free throw line today, and that will now make her 3 of 5 from the charity stripe so far. Makes it 25-16. Next one on the way, got it. So Costello now 4 of 6 from the charity stripe, 26-16. Red Devils trying to cut into this gap. Lonsway looking for the pass to West, but it's broken up by Sheets, and she is called for a travel, trying to rip it away from West.
Yeah, and that was caused by Lonsway getting her hands in there as well, trying to force a jump ball. She shuffles her feet as she tries to rip the ball away.
Red Devils down by 10, have trailed all game. Brown in the far corner, gets it back out to Barker. Fessler at the top. Lonsway on the left side, finds West, near block. Her shot is short, and it is a push against Evanston on the rebound attempt. It's going to be Barker. It's either her third or fourth. It's her third and the 5th foul against Evanston. So for the next 2 minutes, 53 seconds,
yeah, they're looking.
Yep.
Natrona's calling for those 2 free throw shots because you're right, Elan. It is a 1-and-1 opportunity here. I guess it's just 2 now.
Yeah, double
school,
bonus.
Right? Double bonus. So they're going to be shooting from the rest of the way on out. And that was the key to the game we had at the beginning of the game. You got to keep out of foul trouble against these Natrona Phillies, and not a good recipe, especially when they have a 10-point lead.
Yeah, and they have hit 9 of 17 from the charity stripe today. So they've gotten there a lot. It'll be 18 by the time Rees takes her second shot. She misses the first one. And the second one on the way. That one off the back iron. Pulled in by Sheets. Kicks it back out to Campbell. Now left side, Costello into the elbow. Back out to Reese. Leaves it for Campbell, covered by Lonsway. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. As down to the ground goes Campbell. Ball's loose. And West is able to pick it up. They call it jump ball, though, as it looked like Costello was there to cause some challenge, in the possession arrow points towards Natrona County.
Yeah, and when we talk about those 9 free throws, that's almost the difference in the game right now. 10-point game, 9 of those coming from the free throw line.
Jump shot from the free throw line, no good from Sheets, but the putback is up and in from Joss Behrens. Red Devils down by 12. Jump shot from just in front of the free throw line by Simmons, pulled in by West. Fessler, near side 3, they need it. They're not going to get it. It's short. Pulled in by West, and she'll draw the foul, though, underneath the hoop.
Yes, really good activity from West on the offensive boards. Gets actually 2 offensive rebounds on that sequence, and then earns a trip to the free throw line.
2 minutes, 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. First one from West is good.
It's a good-looking free throw there from West.
Cuts the gap to 11. Needs to hit here to try to get the gap down to 10, and they don't get it, but they get the rebound back. It's Simmons. Gets it over to Lonsway, finds Brown on the right side, looking for West, but it's broken up by Behrens, picked up by Natrona County. One end to the other, Reese from the right lane, but she's called for a carryover. Red Devil basketball.
Yeah, and that dribble just got a little high underneath, high on her, so her hand came underneath the ball, which is called the carry there. So fortunate for Evanston because they were on the fast break.
Red Devils get the inbound play from Brown in front of the Natrona County bench. It's Lonsway, who's already across the logo. Gets it back to Fessler on the left wing, 1:44 remaining here in the third quarter. Brown in between the 2 circles. Now pass over to Fessler, who goes west, near block, puts the shot up off of the side of the board. Rebound by Sheets, and she's fouled on the pass. So that'll send LK Sheets to the free throw line yet again.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Natrona County and their posts today, especially on defense. All of the shots down low for West and Simmons and Barker have been really difficult to come by. There's always a hand in their face, always making it difficult. And even the entry passes have been hard to gather in from them. And again, Natrona County converts at the free throw line.
That makes them 10 of 19 from the free throw line today as a team. 1 of 3 from Sheets, though.
Sheets normally a 41% free throw shooter.
And that one in and out. Rebound is out of bounds off of Evanston. It'll stay with Natrona County. Red Devils down 29-17 with 1:31 remaining. Actually, it goes to Evanston. So they changed the call, and now back to the Red Devils going right to left. Hot shot looking for Mackey on the far elbow as Lonsway just couldn't connect, and now it'll go back to Natrona County as they throw it away on the turnover.
It's a little lack of precision there from Evanston on the last 2. Those passes feel a little rushed and outside. That wasn't difficult there. Just need to make sure you hit your target on your passes.
Campbell on the near wing now gets it back out to Salinas at the top, covered by Mackey. 1 minute, 7 seconds remaining and counting. Right side, Campbell finds Costello on the left wing. Drives into the elbow, now retreats back out at the top, holding towards the top. It's Campbell. Goes to Salinas, finds Sheets. Rees along the baseline, bounces it out. 19-foot jumper from the near side from Costello is good.
Well, and you feel Natrona County really just settling into this game, getting to good spots. Not getting all of it from the free throw line anymore. They're finding good spots to hit some shots, and Costello really getting comfortable in the game right now.
30 seconds left in the quarter as Brown dribbles towards the logo. Now gets it back out to Mackey on the right side. Tries to step into the lane, but gets the ball temporarily ripped away as there's a foul, though, as Brown comes up and gets it, and she's fouled.
This should put Evanston the bonus as well.
That'll put Maddie Brown at the free throw line. Foul comes against, looks like the offender will be Rees. First one from Brown, just a touch too hard off of the base iron. 19 seconds left, and the Red Devils down 31-17 on the T7 propane board. Brown hits the second. Cuts it 31-18 with 16 seconds left. Salinas, now goes Campbell at the top with 10 seconds left.
Coach Wilson's going to hold for the last shot here almost.
Salinas on the left side, 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left. Campbell gets the ball ripped away by Lonsway, who just chucks up one from half court. It falls short, and we are off to the fourth quarter. It is Natrona County exploding here in the third quarter. 31, Evanston 18 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Evanston with inbound play to start the fourth quarter. Goes Fessler on the right side, back out to Lonsway. Now Cook on the near. Barker at the top, now finds Lonsway on the right side, drives towards the far block, puts layup up, in and out. Pulled in by Campbell for Natrona County.
That's another of those ones where you just want to see him use the glass a little bit more. That's your friend in that scenario.
Right side, Costello. Pass out towards the top. It's Salinas, and she loses the handle and over the near sideline, over by the Natrona County bench. Inbound play coming up for Evanston will be triggered by Cook.
Well, and that's what's going to have to be the recipe for Evanston for the rest of this game, is forcing turnovers, but then on top of that, turning those into points on the other side.
Red Devils down by 13. Lonsway gets it back out to Fessler in between the circles, drives towards the right side by Dinkle on defense. Now back out to Cook. Barker at the top. Takes one bounce, now flicks it back out to Fessler. Leaves it out for Simmons underneath the hoop. Backs up against Sybrant, puts the shot up and in.
Yeah, it's a good move from Simmons. A nice touch on the finish there. You know, I think keep putting pressure down low on Natrona's bigs. They played well, but it's going to help you in the long run to force those fouls.
The other side, a missed shot by Natrona County, but they get the rebound back. Campbell at the top, kicks it out towards the left side to Costello. Back to Salinas in between the circles. Dinkle on the left wing, now gets it to Sybrant underneath the hoop, puts the shot up and in.
It's a good shot from Sybrant. Solid play.
That is Sybrant's first field goal. Bad pass intercepted by Dinkle, and she takes it and goes right up to the hoop and puts it in. 35-20 on the T7 Propane scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Your life is busy, and
There are many people who count on you every day. You have to show up. At Freeway Tire, we understand you are an important person and your time is valuable. That's why we have top quality mechanics and a team of experts. Whether you are coming in for an oil change and tire rotation or more extensive service on your vehicle, we can diagnose and fix the problem quickly and correctly. We'll work hard to get you back on the road as soon as possible so you don't skip a beat in your busy life. Freeway Tire, vehicle maintenance, from oil changes to engine rebuild. 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
6 minutes, 13 seconds left in the game. Red Devils down by 15 as Natrona County in the second half have come out and really started to assert their dominance in this one, as we have a foul on Natrona County right after the Natrona County inbound play.
Yeah, it's now been extended to a 16-point game. Well, the scoreboard up there has 36-20. I thought it was 15.
I think you're right at 36. Pass over to West, wide open underneath the hoop and good.
Now that's a good press break right there. And then maybe a turnover on the other side.
And good job by Evanston on the other end. As you mentioned, it rush a shot. It's up and they turn it over. Inbound play goes to West. Across the center line. Pass stolen by Salinas. Bounces it back out to Costello. And now it looks like they're going to try to kill as much time as possible on these offensive drives. Bounces out to Sybrandt. Puts up the shot. That one's blocked by Barker. Rebound by the Red Devils. Brown in the trap. Goes across the center line. Gets it back over to Cook. On the near side, Evanston down 35-22. As that one goes short. Rebound by Barker. Looking to flick it back out to Cook, but nobody home.
Yeah, that was tough there from Cassie Barker. She looked to pass out, but just no one was in the spot where she expected them to be. Kind of threw it before she saw it.
Marching it forward, it's Campbell. Goes towards the right side, now gets it over to Dinkle. Drives towards the left side and loses the basketball. Good defense by Lonsway as she pokes it out of bounds. Inbound play coming up for Natrona County.
Well, and I think it's fair to mention that Evanston was playing pretty late last night. Quick turnaround, and they're going to really feel those tired legs right now in the fourth after, not much rest.
Sybrandt goes for the layup, and that one's not going to fall in. Rebound by Evanston. Tries to keep it in bound, but they find Costello, and she puts it up and in. 37-22. And there's a foul after the Evanston inbound play. Red Devils trail on the T7 propane scoreboard with 4:43 remaining.
Natrona County has found quite a bit of success today in that press, at full court press, and it's really given Evanston fits and caused a lot of turnovers. I think that story and then quite a bit of fouling from Evanston could be the story of this game.
38-22 is what they're saying on the board, so we're going to go ahead and go with that. We must have missed a point somewhere. Fessler gets it over to Brown on the left side, stops. Left side three, Cook. That one short, pulled in by Salinas. She takes it one end to the other, goes towards the left wing, stops, now gets back out towards the top to Costello. Right side to Sybrandt underneath the hoop and good. And that's going to result in the timeout called by Coach Roy Barker. It's 40-22. Phillies on the T7 propane scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
We know from experience that in rural America, people really care about three things: their faith, their money, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order.
It's a race. Mendez in some space down the left wing. Steps into a shot. Mendez scores! Red Devils on top, 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed.
Hello, North Carolina. Cheyenne's coming to visit.
The My Local Radio Sports Network covers high school sports in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. American Legion Baseball and high school rodeo in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Advertising in the My Local Radio Sports Network is unique for 2 reasons. 1, it's the best way to reach your local audience, and 2, it's the most economical way to reach your regional and national audience. Join us today on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Fourth quarter action here as Natrona County leads 40-22 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Inbound to Lonsway now. She'll get it back out to Brown at the top. Brown finds Lonsway in between the circles. Back over to Cook with the dribble. 3 minutes, 48 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Evanston down by 12. Or by 18, excuse me, as that one goes off of the fingertips of Fessler and into the scores table.
Yeah, just a little sloppiness tonight from the Lady Red Devils on passes that typically are kind of routine. Those have even been a little bit difficult. You see hands on hips, a little tired, I think, maybe from the last 2 days, but you know, they got to dig deep and finish this game strong.
Campbell goes across the center line. Left side 3 by Behrens is good.
It's a really good shot from Behrens on the wing there. Zero hesitation, and Natrona County extending their lead, playing better as the game goes on.
Fessler gets it over to Lonsway on the right side. Stops in the elbow. Now finds Cook around the wing. Back at the top, it's Brown. Finds Barker. Lonsway, right side 3. In and out. Rebound pulled in on the bounce by Sheets, and she's fouled. That's the first foul on Evanston in the quarter, and the 4th foul on Cook. As Julia Barton checks in for Fessler.
We've seen a lot more of Julia Barton this game. She's played quite a bit in the first half. We see her here as well. Bright young player for Evanston. She'll be a contributor for a while here in the program.
Campbell goes towards the left side, 2 minutes, 52 seconds remaining. On the right wing, bounces it out to, it's like Reese. Turnover, though. Something happened off ball, and it'll go back to Evanston.
Yeah, they called an offensive foul. Couldn't pick up on who it was. Someone down low, so I think trying to screen.
That's the 4th foul on Campbell. Evanston gets the inbound pass as they'll pass this one in the lane. That goes off of Evanston and over the baseline.
Yeah, they say Cassie Barker's foot was out of bounds as she went to save it. She did a good job trying to knock it off of, Natrona County Philly, but didn't succeed there.
Campbell on the left side, guarded by Cook. Each of them with 4 fouls in the game, and that's going to be a blocking foul against Cook, and that might be it for her.
Yeah, I really like how Natrona County's Campbell plays. She's really confident and calm on the ball. Violet Cook comes out a little frustrated with her 5 fouls on the night.
Julia Barton will check into the game now. So it's Barton, Lonsway, Fessler, Brown, and Barker. Inbound play lobbed up high, and Fessler fouls Casher on the inbound play. It's a push. The second one against Fessler, third one against the Red Devils. Inbound play is a push on Barton, and now the 4th foul on Evanston, and the first one on Julia.
Isn't that 3 straight inbounds with 3 straight fouls?
2 minutes, 27 seconds remaining here, so Natrona County could get to the bonus here fairly easily. Campbell goes towards the left side, passes it out towards the left wing to Reese. She drives in the lane, loses the basketball, picked up by Brown, and we got a jump ball as Sheets is there to get some hand on it, and the possession arrow will go to Natrona County.
Yeah, this game just got a little disjointed. Just so many stoppages so quickly. Jump balls and fouls.
Inbound play goes off of the foot of Barons, and it's picked up by Evanston's Brown. Gets it over to Barton on the left wing, goes back to Brown. Lonsway at the top with the left-hand dribble. Back over to Barton. 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Evanston trails 43-22. Brown goes towards the near block, puts the shot up, and one.
Nice. Good take there from Maddie Brown. Nice finish. And that's what they like to see out of Maddie Brown in the rest of this game and the rest of the season. I think she really has that ability off the dribble to put pressure on a defense.
And looks like we're going to have a wholesale change for Natrona County for the final minute 57.
Yeah, I think Coach Wilson there with a 19-point lead wants to see some of his younger players get some action.
Brown hits the free throw and gets the old school three-point play. 43-25. Natrona County steal by Evanston, though. Brown gets it over to Fessler. Straightaway three. That one off the mark. Rebound is loose, but pulled in by Barton, who comes out of the crowd. Quickly goes to Fessler. Crawl on the left wing, drives into the lane. Right block, puts the layup up. No good, just off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Natrona County, and they're going to take it the other way. Dutcher now gets it back out to Salinas. Covered by Brown. Drives towards the near block, comes up shy, puts up the jumper and falls. So Salinas with her 7 points tonight. Mackey with 70 seconds left, drives towards the free throw line, gets it out to Barton on the right wing. Stops. Now back to Brown on the left side. A minute remaining. Finds Barton on the left wing. And a double dribble called on Barton with 57 seconds left.
Yeah, those procedural turnovers like that are just killers, and we've seen quite a few of those in the game today.
Casher to inbound it as Annalie West will come in for Fessler. So it's Barton, Brown, Crawl, Mackey, West. Going across the center line was Natrona County with the basketball. Number 23, don't have that on the roster that I have here. So we've got some younger players in for Natrona County here for the final 42 seconds.
Yeah, and all credit due to Natrona County for making the trip over and for playing really, really well. I think they've really shown why they can compete with anyone in the state here tonight.
Julia Barton with the steal, gets it out to Brown, near side three. That one hangs off the rim, pulled in by West, bounces it out to Crawl. She reverses out, goes back to Barton at the top. Drives towards the right side, finds Crawl again. Mackey on the near wing, 20 seconds for three, off the glass. Rebound is high and it's loose. Ball is loose, and diving on it is Natrona County. They called the timeout, and with 12 seconds left, we'll take it as well. Red Devils down by 20 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Inbound play to potentially end this one with 12 seconds left. Natrona County inbounds it, broken up by Barton, puts up a deep three in between the circles, misses it, chased down by Natrona County, 7 seconds left. Sends that one forward. Passes under the right side, off the rim and in, and that's going to do it. Your final score, it's Natrona County 47, Evanston 25. We'll be right back with our post-game show after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been your local favorite for over 50 years. Proudly owned and operated right here in Wyoming, we offer friendly service and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We're dedicated to being the premier partner for your beverage needs, serving communities from Rock Springs to Green River, Jackson, Evanston, and beyond. Count on Western Wyoming Beverages for reliability and quality where community meets refreshment.
Your final score on the T7 Propane scoreboard as we go into our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meats. Now get your favorite Jimmy John's sandwich toasted. It's a complete game changer, so visit Jimmy John's today. For this one in the first quarter, Evanston outscored in all 4 quarters, 11-4 in the first, 10-7 in the second, giving us a 21-11 halftime score, and then outscored 26-14 the rest of the way, giving us a 47-25 final score. For Natrona County, you've got 7 from Alize Salinas, 7 from Joss Behrens, 8 from LK Sheets, 2 from Nikita Kasher, 6 from Bryn Sybrant, 6 from Carly Dinkle, and a game-high 11 from Cami Costello. Natrona County shoots 11 of 20 from the charity stripe and 4 3-pointers. Evanston, on the other hand, 1 from Emma Lonsway, 2 from Violet Cook, 7 from Cassie Barker, a free throw from Emmy Fessler, 3 from Annalie West, 2 from Kieran Simmons, and a team-high 9 from Maddie Brown. Evanston shoots 8 of 16 from the charity stripe and hits 1 from beyond the arc. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Let's go ahead and move on to our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. We take you back to the second quarter. Great cut by Simmons to find Barker on this running layup from the near block, as that cuts the gap to 4 in the second quarter. So Simmons with a great pass to Cassie Barker is our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family, 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. Now moving on to our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi, and we are going to go with Maddie Brown. She has a team-high 9 points, including this big 3-pointer right there to lead the Red Devils today.
Yeah, that 3-pointer could have also been a contender for Player of the Game. Maddie Brown, she was all over the court today, played really solid defense there on the wing. Just developing well. Maddie Brown's going to be a big part of this team throughout the rest of the season.
Absolutely. And final score of the girls' game is Natrona County 47, Evanston 25. We'll be right back with the scene set, brought to you by MJB Animal Clinic. For the boys' game, you're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
MJB Animal Clinic has
has proudly been privately owned since 1981, serving both small and large animals with care and expertise. From examinations and vaccinations to surgery and boarding, they offer everything your animal needs to stay healthy and happy. MJB Animal Clinic, accepting new patients. Join the MJB family to get the knowledge only experience can bring. Call 307-789-4289 today. Set up an appointment. MJB Animal Clinic in Evanston, caring for your pets like family since 1981.
Time for our scene set, brought to you by MJB Animal Clinic, caring for your pets like family since 1981. Natrona County, coached by Coach Curtis Paddock. They average 50.7 points per game. They allow 53 points per game with a record of 5-8, 2-1. Their only quadrant loss comes to Kelly Walsh in that Peach Basket game to Rock Springs. They beat Kelly Walsh in that Peach Basket game. Evanston, on the other hand, 7-5, 2-1, averaging 60 points per game and allowing about 52. That is your scene set, brought to you today by MJB Animal Clinic, caring for your family or for your pets like family since 1981. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Curtis Paddock of the Natrona County Mustangs right after this on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome to another edition of the Ellingford Brothers Pregame Coaches Show, here with coach of the Natrona County Mustangs, Mr. Curtis Paddock. Coach Paddock, thank you for joining us. First question for you. Tell us about the 24-25 edition of the Natrona County Mustangs.
Yeah, so I appreciate you having me. So our team is, we kind of joke all year round is we're young and dumb, and not in a bad way as far as being dumb. Just, lack of varsity experience this year. For the first part of the year, we were without Rogan Potter. He had a football injury that he just got cleared last week. And so Tanner Hagar was our only returning varsity guy that had much experience at all. And he's been kind of carrying us up to this point. His leadership's been great. But having Rogan back really kind of solidifies us having a little more of that experience. Rogan was a starter for us last year, so that helps us out a ton. But our young kids are just growing immensely throughout the year, getting that invaluable time on the court at the varsity and JV level. And I think it's real similar to what Evanston had a couple years ago. A lot of young kids playing a lot of varsity minutes, and so our future looks really good. Our style is we're still working on trying to figure out who we are and what we are, but we kind of hang our hat on, like most coaches say, but we really do it as the defensive energy, trying to keep people from scoring, and the boys are really buying into that and figuring it out, and so we're pretty excited moving forward.
Big thank you to Coach Curtis Paddock for joining us on the Ellingford Brothers Pregame Coach Show. Brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our keys to the game with Brad Francis. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
Time for our Cowboy State Realty Keys to the Game, brought to you by our friends at Cowboy State Realty. And we go to Brad Francis in the first one for Evanston. They need to hold them to under 50.
Yeah, on the year, Evanston has scored very well, up around 60 points a game. If they hold Natrona under 50, they should be able to walk away with the win in this game.
And for Natrona County, it's quite simple. Win the boards.
Yeah, Natrona County, they and Evanston are very similar in their rebounding totals on the year. Natrona just a little bit better on the offensive boards. If they take advantage of that, they'll get more points on the scoreboard.
And that is our Cowboy State Realty Keys to the Game. Let's go and introduce you to your 2024-2025 Evanston Red Devils, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires.
Jordan Mendez, senior guard. Jay Hill, senior guard. Brooks Searle, senior guard. Riker Lind, senior forward. Riker Pace, senior forward. Ray Friedrich, junior guard. Brandon Blackwell, junior forward. Paul Baxter, senior forward. Clay Cook, senior setter. Dominic Stewart, junior power forward. Brenner Lim, senior guard.
Time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. First for Natrona County, coached by Curtis Paddock. Number 4, Josiah Coleman. Number 5, Rogan Potter. Number 21, Taze Turnbull. Number 23, Gavin Paddock. And number 30, Tanner Hagar. And for the Evanston Red Devils, coached by Rob Watsaba here this afternoon. Absent and not available to go today is Jordan Mendez, so that is going to be a hole they have to fill throughout the afternoon. But the first one to come off, the senior, number 10, Riker Lynn. The senior, number 13, Jay Hill. The senior, number 14, Clayton Cook. Senior, number 21, Brenner Lim. And getting the start today, a senior, number 31, Riker Pace. Red Devils, of course, coached by Rob Watsaba. In year 4, he got them to the state tournament last year. Here in year 5, much higher aspirations for this crew.
Yeah, I think some storylines to look at here. Obviously, Jordan Mendez not in the game. Also, you heard Coach Paddock talk about it in the pregame. Adding Potter to this squad for Natrona, they might be a little different than they've been all year. So those are things to look at as we get going here.
Tip-off won by Natrona County, and they will start it off with Paddock. Now he goes over to Hagar. Quickly feeds it over to Turnbull, covered by Pace. Now back over to Coleman. On the right wing, drives into the elbow, puts up the shot. That one no good. Pulled in by Pace, and Evanston going to take it left to right. Hill turns on the speed, gets it over to wide open Clayton Cook, near block, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound is deflected out of bounds by Clayton Cook over the baseline. It'll go back to Natrona County.
It was a nice play from Josiah Coleman with a quick help defense that took Cook out of his rhythm. So nice play from number 4 there, Coleman, and he also did well on the offensive side on the possession before as well.
Potter goes Paddock on the left side, handoff Coleman on the left wing, back over to Potter. Back out towards the top, it's Hagar, straightaway 3, got it.
And he's the guy you got to watch outside if you're Evanston. Hagar, he shoots at a high clip. He's got 27 threes on the year before this game.
Rogan Potter, though, you look at his stats and tell you right that now those are not accurate. He's only been back for a few games, but he is definitely one of the weapons to keep an eye on here for Natrona County. On the near side, it's Lind. He goes to Cook at the top. Now holding the ball high, trying to figure out where to go. The answer is Lim on the left side, covered by Coleman. Back over to Cook on the right wing. He drives towards the near block, puts the layup up and in.
It's interesting to start this game. I was wondering how Evanston was going to look without Mendez in the lineup. That means that Pace is taking the 5 and Cook's more of the 4 to start out.
Coleman called for a travel, and the Red Devils will get it back.
I kind of like that, though, from Cook being on the perimeter. He's very good on the ball, and you can see him attack the hoop from there. Can be a real weapon for the Red Devils.
Lim goes across the center line, covered by Coleman. Trying to figure out where the next option is. Pace quickly flicks it over to Hill on the left side. Hill had a big first quarter last night. He charges into lane. Left side back over to Lim. Drives along the baseline. Jump past Lind at the top. He goes into the lane on the right block, draws the foul. He could have taken a three, but he decides to take it in. And on the near block, they're going to call that foul down on the ground.
Yeah, that was a tough one for me to see. It looked like Lind was already up in his shooting motion when he got the contact there, but the refs call it on the floor.
Hill bounces out to Lind. Quickly goes Lim at the top. Covered by Coleman again. Hill on the left side. Penetrates in. Near block, off the glass and in. Red Devils take the lead.
From the jump, Evanston looks much more composed and in their offensive rhythm than they did all of last night. So that's a good sign for Coach Watsabaugh to start this game.
Potter on the right side, drives to the near block, puts the layup off the glass, in and out, rebound, pulled in by Riker Pace. What a game he's having. He's getting his first start, and he's taking advantage of it. They drop the ball, picked up by Natrona County. Quick passes all around, and it eventually ends with a Gavin Paddock layup.
Yeah, it's a fast start to this game with up and down action, kind of a track meet between both teams.
And this actually kind of plays into Evanston's style a little bit, that high-scoring, quick-scoring type game.
Yep.
Lind, left side, three. That one in and out. Rebound is brought in by Natrona County. It's Turnbull.
I like the shot from Lind, though. He needs to get into a rhythm. They're going to rely on him a lot for points in this game, especially with Mendez being on the bench.
Coleman on the right side gets it back out to Potter, who drives towards the free throw line. Bounce pass into the arc to Turnbull. Underneath the hoop, layup no good from Paddock. Rebound by Evanston. Lim across the center line, goes towards the right side, covered by Turnbull. Goes to the free throw line, jump past Jay Hill in the near corner, drives along the baseline. They say he stepped on the far sideline on the drive, and it'll go back to Natrona County.
Yeah, the pass was a little high there, which may have made him kind of reach back and then had to step back into his stance. So in any case, he steps on the end line. It's a turnover.
4 minutes, 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Potter's turnaround jumper from the left side of the paint. No good. Pulled in by Lind. He takes off running, goes to Clayton Cook, left side. He goes to the near block, puts the layup up. No good. Draws the foul. He'll shoot two.
It's a great decision from Cook there. I was wondering if he was going to, pull the ball back, but he had a mismatch there. And Natrona County on their heels, and I love that he attacks the hoop there. He'll get two at the free throw stripe.
First one from Clayton is left just short. Evanston down by 1. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the T7 Propane scoreboard.
We talked about this a little last night. Clayton Cook, 69% from the free throw line, which is great for his size. Such a weapon.
And he ties it up with that free throw there, 5-5. Hitting the halfway point of the first quarter. Pass over to Potter on the right side, covered by Hill. Gets a screen from Coleman, drives towards the right side, now cuts into the lane, puts up the floater. That one rings around and good. So Rogan Potter with his first field goal of the night makes it 7-5 Natrona County. Lim goes across the center line, now tries to shake Coleman, figures out where he wants to go, and it's Cook at the top. Gets it over to Lind, left side three, that one short, rebound, pulled in by Turnbull, but there's a push on the foul, and it comes against Natrona County. Turnbull. Red Devil basketball, down by 2.
Really feel that Riker Lind just needs to keep shooting the ball. I think they'll start to fall for him. He's an excellent shooter and really an offensive weapon that Evanston relies on quite a bit, so he needs to get going in this game.
Jay Hill to inbound it, lobs it up high to Clayton Cook at the free throw line, backs up against Turnbull, spin move, puts the hook shot up, no good, pulled in by Hagar. Bringing it forward, it's Potter against Cook, runs into the lane, and that one is going to be goaltending on Clayton Cook.
Pretty athletic from Cook even to get a hand on that. I think the call was correct. It was coming down, but for Cook to get up that high and get his hand on the ball was really impressive.
4-point lead for Natrona County. Hill on the left side. Covered by Potter. Lim in the far corner. Back out to Lind at the top. Goes towards the near block. Stops. Cook thought about a three. Instead goes Lind on the right side. Bounce pass around the defender, and it's deflected out of bounds by Hagar and Red Devil basketball.
Really like the pace of this game to start. Shots haven't been falling really for either team. I think that will change as the game goes on.
Lim goes pace. Brooks Searle just moved to seat number 1 on the bench. Pace at the top, drives to the free throw line, back over to Lind. Right side three, that one off the base iron. Rebound pulled in by Turnbull. And now Natrona County takes it the other way. Potter goes to the free throw line, now pitches it out to Turnbull. Thought about a three, instead goes back to Potter. Coleman on the right side, temporarily loses the dribble but gets it right back. Turnbull goes Potter on the left side, and a foul on Jay Hill, who makes the bump. Second foul on Evanston and the first one on Jay.
I actually like that defense from Jay Hill. He's not going to give up that drive easily. It does send a message there.
Hagar to inbound it. Will go to Paddock to start it off. Turnbull on the left side. Back over to Potter in between the circles, who looks right at Coach Paddock. Looks like to get direction. Covered by Brooks Searle. Drives towards the right side. Now gets it back out to Hagar. Jumper from the 3 range off the base iron, pulled in by Clayton Cook. Now the Red Devils take it. Lim across the center line. Goes towards the right side. Gets it back out to Lind at the top in between the circles. Searle on the left. Drives towards the free throw line. Lob pass finds Riker. Pace. Right block and in.
Good use of the power dribble there from Riker. Pace goes up nice. He's put on in good minutes so far for the Red Devils in his start tonight.
A minute 52 left in the first. Red Devils down by 2. Gets it over to Hagar on the left wing. Gets a screen from Potter. Coleman open underneath the basket. Puts up the shot and in.
It's amazing vision from Hagar to see that down low. Coleman makes a great cut. Just kind of plants there in the middle of the lane, and Hagar finds him quickly.
Lim over the center line with Potter on defense. Great feed by Cook to Searle, and he goes underneath the hoop and puts it in.
What an athletic play from Brooks Searle. Kind of changes his approach in midair, double clutching, but still finishes the layup. Nice play from Brooks Searle.
Paddock at the free throw line. Jump pass out to Hagar. Drives along the baseline. Pass is deflected by Lind and out of bounds.
And you mentioned that on that last play too. Cook's vision there on the assist.
The scoreboard here has them tied at 11. I've got 11-9.
Yeah, I'm not sure where we got off on that one. I like 11-11 for the Red Devils, at least, if that's who you're rooting for.
I think that's what they're talking about on the scoreboard right now.
Yeah, there's a discussion happening at the scorers table.
Yep. And they just changed it to 11-9. So a minute 7 left here in the first quarter. Red Devils down by 2.
Yeah, Coach Watsaba's getting the explanation right now. Uses the opportunity to talk to him about something else on the court too.
Checking into the game for Natrona County, it's Garrett Paddock, and a whistle on the play. It's going to be a foul against Lind, a hold. It's the second one against Evanston, first one against Riker. Inbound play coming up for Hagar. Orrin Williams also into the game for Natrona County.
We have another stoppage. I think there's something on the floor, some liquid or something.
So they're going to make it an unofficial timeout here to try to clean up what's going on the far end of the court.
Principal Kohler comes in to help out as well on that side. Got to give him a shout out on the broadcast every once in a while too.
Big support of the broadcast. 11-9 Natrona County with a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Much better start for Evanston than what we saw less than 24 hours ago.
Big applause for Jackie as she goes out to help clean up on the floor there. She does a great job and takes a bow on her way out. Everyone getting shout-outs tonight, Elan, with these stoppages at the scorer's table. Let's get back to play, though, I'd say.
Inbound play coming up from Natrona County is Gavin Paddock. Goes to Potter, goes across the center line. Pass out towards the right side to Hagar. Flicks it out to Gavin Paddock. Goes right back to Garrett Paddock. So 2 Paddocks on the court for Natrona County. Passes it out to Paddock on the near side. 39 seconds left. It looks like Natrona County wants final say in this quarter. Up by 2. Taking it in. Potter puts the shot up. Offensive foul on Potter. Getting there and planting his feet is Brooks Searle.
And you know who was first up off the bench was Jordan Mendez with the charge call there. He's still engaged in this game even though he can't play. You know he wants to be out there more than anybody, just with how he plays, his grit, determination every night. It's tough to sit on the bench and watch your team.
Searle gets the inbound play with 28 seconds left, goes across this 10-second line. Goes towards the right side, 23 seconds left. Jump pass, looking for pace off of his hand, picked up by Potter, stolen by Paul Baxter. Gets it back over to Lind. It looked like in the far corner, but nobody home.
Yeah, Paul Baxter just gets ahead of himself a little bit. I think he thought that Lind was going to stay on the perimeter. Lind cut because he saw Jay Hill standing right there, so just a little miscommunication on that one.
13 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Paddock across the center line with Baxter in tow. Gets it back out to Paddock on the right side. Passes Hagar on the right wing. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. Puts up the shot, draws the foul. He's going to get 3 free throws.
Yeah, Jay Hill frustrated with himself there. Didn't want to pick up a late foul. It was good defense up until then, too.
Tanner Hagar will shoot the first free throws of this game. And then we'll take the break.
Hagar, a 66% free throw shooter. Do you think having everyone off the free throw lines is actually a distraction in some ways, or it's outside of the norm?
I don't know, because now the band is the only thing in your line of sight. It all kind of comes in as the first one from Hagar is a bit hard.
I think it would be more difficult for me.
Just because it's so different?
Yeah, I mean, you're used to, 3 on one side, 3 on the other, and I think they do it as an advantage, but it doesn't feel like that to me.
Shot is up. Good. So it's a 3-point lead with one more free throw coming, and after the free throw, we'll take a break. Got that one. So he's 2 for 3, and after one, it is Natrona County 13, Evanston 9 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Hey, it's Hunter here with Les Schwab. Just want to let you know we have America's Best Tire Warranty. It's now available at all Les Schwab Tire Centers. It includes our no-hassle road hazard protection, free tire maintenance, and a 60-day ride satisfaction guarantee included for free. Come visit us at Les Schwab Tire Centers today at 157 Bear River Drive in Evanston.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
13-9, Natrona County on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Elan, Olliff, and Brad Francis coming to you live from Red Devil Gymnasium in Evanston, Wyoming at Evanston High School. Lim on the right side for the Red Devils. Now passes out to Lind at the top. Goes to Searle on the far wing. Now gets it back over to Lim on the right side. And a whistle. 3-second violation on Evanston.
Yeah, Evanston had some good sustained offense there. but really couldn't find anyone on the feed. There was really active work from Natrona County down low to really suffocate any pass that came in.
Hagar goes across the center line, drives towards the right side, covered by Searle. Now passes it back out towards the top to Cox. Now on the right side, Cox layup from about 2 out, no good, pulled in by Evanston's Clayton Cook. Lim across the center already, and now gets it back to Searle on the right side. Evanston down 13-9. Cook on the right side gets it to Lind. Thought about a 3. Instead, it goes to Lim on the left wing. Pass inside the lane looking for pace, and it's kept in by Natrona County somehow. They go for a quick break. Now gets it over to Cox on the left wing. Passes back over to Coleman at the top. Right side 3. Hagar, that one off the glass. Rebound is loose, and it is out of bounds off of Evanston.
Yeah, Hagar with the absolutely incredibly athletic save down on their end, or on Evanston's side, to get this possession. Just playing a little harder right now maybe than Evanston is.
Inbound to Coleman, who goes right back to Paddock. Now on the left side, it's Cox. Holding it on the left wing, loses the basketball, but it's a foul called. Lim had it, but they're going to call Lim for the hold.
Lim really wanted that steal because he was off running the other direction.
First foul on Brenner, and the first one on Evanston in the second quarter. Inbound play coming up from Cox. We'll find the arms of Rogers. At the center line, passes over to Williams on the near wing. And back over to Cox on the left side. In between the circles, Lim playing tough defense here. Now passes it back out on the right side. It's Paddock. And or check that's Williams. Loses the basketball. Clayton Cook, bounce pass over to Brooks Searle on the near side. Feed to Riker. Pace and one.
Just what the doctor ordered for the Evanston Red Devils. I've really been impressed with Pace and his work in this game so far. And then he gets rewarded there with an and one opportunity.
Pace knew that his name was probably going to be called after the injury to Mendez last night, and he has lived up to it. Hits the and one, and it's a 1-point ball game.
Well, Pace is an 80% free throw shooter on the year. Best percentage of the team. Hasn't had a ton of opportunity, but showing his prowess there from the line on that shot.
Rogers moves forward for Natrona County with 5:54 left in the half, covered by Searle. And Searle playing some tough defense on him. Gets it out to Williams on the left side. It's Cox. Back to Williams, and that's out of play. Deflected out by Lind.
Well, and that energy that Pace just brought with that and one, you saw that translate over to the defensive end first. Like you said, Brooks Searle just moving his feet quickly around the perimeter, and then Riker Lind reading that pass, getting his hand in the lane.
Cox with the inbound play. Lobs it up high, finds Coleman in between the circles. Bounces it out towards Williams on the right side. Rogers in between the logo and the center. Now gets it back over to Cox. Drives towards the free throw line. Back over to Coleman, covered by Clayton Cook. Rogers, jump shot, free throw line, good.
It's a good-looking shot from Rogers there. I think Brooks Searle thought there'd be a switch there. He doesn't fight through the screen and gets an open look right at the top of the key.
Red Devils trying to keep this thing close. Cook on the right side. Evanston down by 3. Gets it over to Lim on the right wing. Now jump pass Searle. Left side for the tie. Got it!
Well, and that's something that Evanston can go back to because they're really doubling Cook down low. So that backside over the top pass should be there for 3. Searle converts on that one.
As that's a missed shot by Natrona County, Evanston gets the rebound back. Lind hands off to Lim, goes across the center line. Holding it against Cox. Bad pass intended for Evanston, but Rogers gets it, but Evanston steals it back, sends it forward to Lind, and Evanston has the lead.
It's good recognition from Lind. He sees that his defender had left him, so he cuts to the hoop and gets rewarded for it.
Coleman at the free throw line, gets it back over to Cox. Rogers on the right side, Covered by Searle. Back out to Coleman on the right wing. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left in the half. The building back to life with Evanston with a 2-point lead.
It's been an excellent quarter thus far for Evanston, but it's all about finishing quarters. How will they play the next 3 minutes?
Rogers with a nice spin move at the free throw line and drops it in to tie it up.
That's 4 straight points for Rogers. He's really starting to feel it right in that mid-range area. And that one he was guarded well by Brooks Searle. Just a nice shot.
Lim drops his defender and runs over. It looks like Paddock, he gets called for the foul on the ground. Looked like Paddock was trying to get his feet settled, but he did not get it there in time. It's the first one on Natrona County. First one on Paddock.
Now this one I don't understand. To me, looked like he was in his shot before any sort of contact happened. They're calling this one underneath. And also pay attention, Brenner Lim came up a little gingerly on that foot. And he's favoring it. Yeah, Coach Watsabaugh wants clarification on whether or not that was a shooting foul.
Inbound play coming up for Searle. Gets it over to Lind on the right side. Finds Lim on the left wing. Poked away, and a foul on Lim as trying to go and get quickly down the court was Cox, and it'll become against Brenner Lim. Second foul against him, second team foul. Tied at 17 with 3:32 remaining here in the half.
Lim actually fortunate to get that foul, or else it would have been 2 free points there for Natrona on their way to the basket.
Rogers goes Cox on the right side. Now bounce pass out to Turnbull at the free throw line. Back over to Cox. Covered by Lim. Rogers again. He has shown some efficiency from mid-range. Gets it back to Paddock. Cox on the near wing. Drives towards the near block. Puts the shot up. Off the baseline. Pulled in by Riker Pace.
Well, and Riker Lind really have impacted that shot by how high he got up. He had to go up and over and just impacted the direction of that shot.
Lind loses the ball. Gets it back to Lim. Jump shot from the free throw line. Got it. Brenner Lim puts the Red Devils up by 2. Timeout. We'll take it as well. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
When you're thinking about buying or selling a home, commercial building, or property, one of the most important things to put on your list is a thorough property inspection by a certified master inspector. The same inspector that real estate professionals and lending institutions rely on. Enter Highline Property Inspections. Highline Property Inspections backs up their inspections with photo documentation showing you those hard-to-get-to locations above, in, and under your property. Begin your real estate transaction with a peace of mind provided by HighlinePropertyInspections.com. HighlinePropertyInspections.com.
Over and back, called on Natrona County right after the inbound play, and Evanston gets it back up by 2.
Yeah, Evanston really showing some life in this second quarter, playing tough.
Searle on the right side, bounces it. Clayton Cook open underneath the hoop, and one.
Clayton Cook takes the foul, back of his head, finishes through contact, and exactly what Evanston needs right now, can extend it to a 5-point lead with a conversion here on the free throw.
Second foul comes against Turnbull, and it's the third one on Natrona County. Cook leaves that one short. Rebound is pulled in by Turnbull, and now Natrona County down by 4 with 2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining here in the half. Coleman on the left side goes Rogers in between the circles. Guard by Lind, bounces it out to Cox, now over to Paddock. Rogers on the right wing, past Coleman on the right side, free throw line extended, finds Turnbull underneath the hoop, but he can't hang on to it. Outside to Rogers for 3, got it.
Rogers the hot hand for Natrona today. I mean, I think he has 7 already, maybe more.
Yep.
Even in this quarter alone, so he's been all of the offense really for Natrona in this second quarter.
Gets it back over to Searle for three, left corner. Yes!
Searle's been hot so far. That was that same spot he just hit from earlier in the period. And Brooks Searle, we said he had to step up in this game with the loss of Mendez, and he's doing so far.
Paddock on the right side, covered by Searle. Gets it back out to Turnbull. Cross-court pass over to Cox in the near corner. Drives along the baseline. Passes to Turnbull underneath the hoop. Can't get the bunny, and the Red Devils get it back. Send it forward to Pace. He goes over to Lind and puts it in on the alley-oop.
We just had an alley-oop dunk here in Red Devil Gymnasium. Riker Lind, and that wakes up the crowd. They're going nuts.
Red Devils by 6. Can you say precision play of the game?
Maybe of the season?
Yeah.
Season one? Because that was unbelievable athleticism.
1 minute left in the first half, and Evanston has recaptured this game here in the second quarter. The question is, we knew they would respond to the loss last night, but how big would the response be? Well, we have our answer. They are back to their normal selves today.
Yeah, I'm still reeling over that. Just even the idea to throw the lob there and then to convert on it.
And a throwaway with 36 seconds left by
Riker
Cox.
Lind is pumped up. I think that he's got that adrenaline from the dunk and then the good defensive play. You know, if Evanston converts on this one, that's pretty big walking into the locker room. Could be an 8 or 9 point game.
Cook will inbound for the Red Devils. So it's Cook, Lim, Searle, Lind, and Baxter. 30 seconds left as Lim will have it. Covered by Paddock, goes across the center line. Now gets it over to Searle on the left wing. Finds Cook at the left block. He's got 3 defenders around him. Puts the shot up, no good. Put back opportunity, too hard. Rebound by Natrona County. Rogers, cross-court pass, finds Coleman in the left block. Puts up the reverse layup off the glass and in.
It's just a real good pass from Rogers and finish from Coleman.
Red Devils looking for the final shot, and he's fouled. It's Searle with 5.3 seconds remaining.
And that should be free throws there for Brooks Searle, so it's a good take from him. Oh, I might be wrong.
I think that's the fourth foul on
fourth.
Natrona County. It's the first one against Williams. Searle with the inbound play, trying to figure out where to go. Lobs it up to where Clayton Cook can get it. Cook goes around the defense, left block, puts the shot up, and draws the foul.
Yeah, Rogers doing all he can. I think Cook has about 8 or 9 inches on him there, so tough for him to make the play there. But nice drive from Cook to force the issue and really put it in the hands of the officials whether or not they're going to call the foul.
First one from Clayton is just short.
Cook, typically a very good free throw shooter. He struggled today a little bit from the line.
25% at 1 for 4 today. And that one misses, so he's at 20%. Rebound is out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. That's the end of the half. And Evanston with a 4-point lead. It's Red Devils 26, Mustangs 22 on the T7 Propane scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When you need a plumber, call the one you can count on. Brad Kopp with Panda Plumbing. Fast quality, reliable service at competitive prices. When you need a plumber, call Panda Plumbing. I'm the plumber you can count on. Panda Plumbing, 307-258-1450.
When you're starting a project, you want to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you may need. From screwdrivers to angle grinders, Norco has the tool solution for you. Norco, 95 Independence Drive in Evanston, serving you better.
We know you're on the go, and that's why having the right financial partner is so important. At Trona Valley, we're here to make banking easy for you. Whether you prefer banking online or in person, we've got you covered. Manage your money anytime, anywhere with our digital banking services. Check balances, transfer funds, or pay bills. We also offer youth loans, scholarships, and so much more. Whatever your financial needs, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you. Visit us online at tronavalley.com or stop by to see us. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by YDOT.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
The picture of our eyes arrived. I want to see it. Dad, can you tell me whose eyes are whose?
Yep, your eye's the bottom green one and hers is the top green one. In addition to easily observable differences in eyes, there are also variations in how our eyes view the world. Some of this has to do with our posture. At a conference earlier this year, our staff used a new device that provided customized measurements for glasses, taking into account a person's typical stance. Check it out the next time you want glasses that are uniquely fit to you. Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours.
Time for the Uinta Eye and Vision halftime show. On the court right now, the Evanston Classics doing the routine that helped them take third place at 4A State. So congratulations, ladies, on a great season. Time for our Wyoming Wild Meats first half stats and highlights, brought to you by Wyoming Wild Meats, where you can afford to feed your family and fill the freezer. For this one of the first quarter, Natrona County outscores Evanston 13-9. And Evanston, though, comes roaring back, outscoring them 17-9, giving us our 26-22 lead for the Red Devils here at the half. Natrona County, I've got 4 for Josiah Coleman, 4 for Rogan Potter, 2 for Gavin Paddock, 5 for Tanner Hagar, and a team high of 7 for Cooper Rogers. For the Evanston Red Devils, I got 4 for Riker Lind, 2 for Jay Hill, 5 for Clayton Cook, 2 for Brenner Lim, and a game high 8 for Brooks Searle. Evanston shooting 2 of 6 from the free throw line, and Natrona County shooting 2 of 3 from the free throw line. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight. That is our Wyoming Wild Meats first half stats and highlights, brought to you by Wyoming Wild Meats, where you can afford to feed your family and fill the freezer on a first bank of wine. And we'll have Carter Stokes of the speech and debate team after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
From jerky to fresh cuts, Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is your trusted source for high-quality meats. Locally processed and packed with care, we're proud to serve our community. Stop by today and taste the difference. Wyoming Wild Meats, located behind the Maverick in Lyman.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
Welcome to another edition of our Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas. Here with Carter Stokes. He is a senior with Evanston Speech and Debate. Talk to me about the debate team here at Evanston and just what kind of group they are.
So this year we have the biggest year we've had, probably my 4 years I've been here. So this year we've got 40-something kids, and last year we had 8. So we're absolutely huge this year. It's really great because you see more practice because everyone's like, oh, hey, have you tried this? More collaborative work, more ideas, and just people helping each other. And it's a fun group of people.
Where do you think that growth kind of came from?
So we have a new coach and assistant coach this year, and I think people are, we had our assistant coach, Ms. Gogger, came up from the middle school, and everyone's like, oh, hey, we did debate with her in her English class. We want to keep going it, and we just kind of, I don't know, it's just going to happen.
Well, that's awesome to hear that the program is growing and booming. That is Carter Stokes. He is a senior with Evanston Speech and Debate. Carter, thank you so much for joining us on Aspen Cinema's Red Devil Spotlight. And, of course, this is brought to you by our friends at Aspen Cinemas. So what has been your favorite movie you've seen at Aspen Cinemas lately?
So this was over the summer because I haven't watched a lot of movies, sadly. But it's called It Ends With Us. Thought it was so good. It was off of a book I read. It was really good.
What did you appreciate about that one?
I like the psychological, like the thought behind it and the kind of the process that the actors showed on the screen. Just kind of a, hey, this is why this is happening. This is how you can it's just really deep movie.
That's awesome. That is Carter Stokes on our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight. He's a senior on the Evanston Speech and Debate team. Carter, thank you so much. Anything else before we wrap this up?
No, thank you for your time.
Big thank you to Carter Stokes for joining us on our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas, inviting you now to get your tickets to Paddington in Peru. When Paddington discovers his beloved aunt has gone missing from the home for retired bears, he and the Brown family head to the jungles of Peru to find her. That is Paddington in Peru, opening February 14th, but you can get your tickets now at aspencinemas.com or scan their QR code on the graphic. Also check out their brand new Real Rewards program with options for every budget and great benefits and perks, including up to 20% off concessions and free movies. Get all the info at aspencinemas.com. Welcoming now into the broadcast booth on our UNTI Envision halftime show, girls basketball head coach Roy Barker. Coach Barker, the last two nights, defense has definitely been a plus for this team.
Yeah, excuse me. So, the girls are playing tough defense, keeping around 40 points. They're up to 47 today, but we were scrambling. We were kind of got out of what we normally do. So their efforts there. The girl, I'm really proud of them. They're playing hard. They're doing everything they can, and so we want to win, but sometimes you lose. And today we just didn't make baskets, and then last night we didn't make baskets, and we just have to score more.
Coach, one thing that we're starting to see a little bit is fouling has been something, and putting teams on the free throw line. What's kind of been the message about that?
Not boxing out, rebounding. We foul a lot on the not give up offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
We're the fourth leading rebounding team in the state, but we have a -1 rebounding margin between the other teams because we give up too many. We rebound well, but we give up too many offensive boards. And so I think with that we foul. And then I think we get out of position and we're late to things. So, it's a combination of factors.
Last question for you, Coach. This team is able to score. You guys are averaging almost 40 points per game. The last two nights, it's been a little bit off. What do you guys need to do to get back on track?
We've got to be able to score against size, because I think our big girls are used to just turn down and shooting a little bit. And so they got hard on them the last two nights. And Kelly Walsh and Natrona are very long, and they're very big, and so we struggled with that. And then we've got to hit some outside shots. When they do collapse, last time they really collapsed us. We've got to hit some outside shots. We've got to hit some pull-up jumpers, 15-footers. And that opens up everybody else. But we have to get ourselves based up, under the basket, find their square, and finish.
That's Coach Roy Barker, head coach for Evanston girls basketball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. We will see you next week. Anything else to wrap this up?
No, good luck to the boys today.
And that's going to do it for our UNTI Envision halftime show. We'll be right back with quarter number 3. It's 26-23 Evanston on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callus Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callus Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Inbound play to start the third quarter. It's Potter who goes across the center line. Bounces out to Turnbull on the left side. Natrona County in the black going left to right here on Red Devil Gymnasium. Hagar gets it over to Turnbull on the right side, covered by Pace. Now flicks it back out to Potter, drives to the free throw line, goes for the layup. That one left short. Rebound is pulled in by Potter, and he'll get it to go.
Yeah, he gets his own rebound. 2 Evanston Red Devils go up to block it, just squirts out the other side and gets the layup nice and easy.
6 for Potter tonight. Red Devils go to Hill, now flicks it back out to Pace. Lob pass finds Cook, back up against the defense. Trying to figure out if he can cut something in, but instead bounce pass around the defender, but they bring it in. Coleman goes one end to the other. One smooth motion for the layup, and Coleman ties it up at 26.
That's a good start for Natrona County out of the break there. 4 quick points to tie the game up quickly. It's been a fun game so far, back and forth, both sides playing well.
Lind drives towards the free throw line, stops, now gets it over to Lim on the near wing, covered by Potter. Drives towards the near block, nobody there to stop him.
I love the take from Brenner Lim. He picks his spots well, and when he does, he helps the team so much.
Hagar, covered by Lind, goes left side. Potter on the left side. Covered by Hill, drives towards the top, now bounces it out to Hagar. Jump pass over to Turnbull, quickly shut down by Hill. Goes to Coleman in the near corner, puts up the floater, no good. Rebound by Potter. He's trapped underneath the hoop by 2 Red Devils. Kicks it back out to Hagar. 3 ball is off the glass, pulled in by Turnbull for Natrona County. They'll get another crack at it.
Evanston going to need to work a little harder on the offensive glass.
Left side 3, Hagar, good.
And he can't leave Hagar open like we said at the beginning of the game. He is lethal from there. And he puts his shots that miss out of his mind really quickly. Had 2-3 opportunities on that.
8 for Hagar. Hill gets it over to Cook, now flicks it back over to Lind on the right side. Lim at the top, covered by Coleman. Jay Hill drives to the near block, cuts in, off the glass and in.
They're finding success there with drives on the wing, especially on this left-hand side. Lim and Hill both getting points on that drive.
Coleman on the left wing, covered by Cook now. Flicks it back out to Hagar. Paddock on the right side, flips over to Turnbull. Bounce pass inside the lane. Hagar, he's short. Second attempt, no good. Pulled in by Potter. He dribbles out to the block. Now kicks this one back to Turnbull. He loses the basketball, picked up by Evanston. Lim bounces it over to Pace, and his shot is blocked by Coleman. Rebound is loose. I think Evanston wanted goaltending there, and now they're going to keep it with Natrona County. Throws it back to Hagar.
I mean, it was close, but Coleman with the athletic play to get up that high and at least get a hand on it. I think Evanston wanted one because they had Cook on a similar play earlier in the game.
Jump shot from the free throw line falls for Potter, and Natrona County takes the lead. Timeout called by the Red Devils. We'll take it as well. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Natrona County 31, Evanston 30 on the T7 Propane scoreboard here in quarter number 3 with 4 minutes 40 seconds remaining.
Natrona County showing high pressure here coming out of the timeout.
Red Devils with the ball. Lim goes to Hill, who now bounces it out to Pace on the right side. Back to Hill, quickly over to Lim. Lim loses the basketball, but he's able to get it back. Timeout call by Rob Watsabaugh before they can call a jump ball. And Evanston will take the full timeout. We'll take it as well. Red Devils trail by 1 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Third quarter action, and it feels like things are starting to heat up. Evanston basketball down by 1 with 4 minutes, 20 seconds and counting. As Hill drives towards the top, gets it back to Cook. Gets it to Lind. He stops, goes back Lim, who sets a screen against Coleman. Now back to Lind on the right wing. 4 minutes, 4 seconds. Lind near block, off the glass, and good.
Lind with a great take, and he does well to adjust and readjust in mid-flight. Gets that one to just fall in off the edge of the iron.
Coleman on the near side, goes Potter at the free throw line, jump shot right in front of it and drops in. And they're going to go back and forth for a while.
Yeah, and that's, Coach Paddock before the game talked about Potter and his impact on this game. We're seeing that here, that spin move. He's starting to look a little more comfortable on the basketball court.
Lind on the right side along the baseline, bounces it out to Hill in the near corner. Goes into the lane and looks to draw the foul. They'll call it down on the ground. Comes against Potter. First foul against Natrona County in the quarter. Third personal against Rogan Potter.
Yeah, they've been real hesitant to call shooting fouls. They've been on the floor. I don't know if that's a point of emphasis for those refs this year. But, just a little more stingy on the continuation.
Lind at the top, gets it over to Cook on the near far corner. Covered by Hagar. Now goes Lim, jump shot in front of the free throw line. Yep.
Yeah, Brenner Lim can have a huge impact on this team if he's hitting shots, if he's confident, and he's played well today already.
Left side, it's Potter to the free throw line, and a blocking foul called on Jay Hill. Evanston wants a forearm.
Yeah, I think there's more than a few that are calling for that forearm extended. And something to pay attention to with Jay Hill as well. Is that his third foul? Third foul for Jay, and he's going to come out quickly here.
First team foul. Brooks Searle comes in, and what a game he's had. 8 points in the first quarter off of the bench.
Yeah, huge story. Brooks Searle, 8 points. We talked about him replacing some of the points from Mendez. Done so well so far.
Rogers on the near side gets it over to Turnbull. Goes Coleman against Cook. Back over to Turnbull at the top, covered by Pace. Bounces it out to Paddock. It's Lind on that defensive assignment. Puts the shot up and good from the near block.
It's a good take. Lind gets up there but tries to avoid the foul, which allows Natrona County to get inside.
Red Devils down by 1. Now gets it over to Cook on the right side. Backs up against the left block. Tracks 2 defenders. Lind open near side 3. That one off of the front iron. Pulled in by Rogers. Quickly sends it to Coleman. Lind playing defense on him. Cuts him off. The easy shot does not fall. Pulled in by Lim. Evanston takes it one end to the other. Lim to the free throw line. Stops. Now flicks it out to Searle. Right side 3. That one short. Rebound pulled in by Lind. He'll go underneath the basket. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound by Natrona County. Coleman. He takes it towards the right side. Now gets it out to Paddock, who goes Coleman. Near block, puts the shot up. And a blocking foul. And one called against Riker Pace.
Coleman there on the last fast break. Brenner Lim did a good job to shuffle his feet, get in front, and alter what would have been an easy shot for Coleman. I like Coleman's take on that one and just went straight to the hoop. Made it a 50-50 call. Riker Pace trying to draw the charge, but it's a blocking foul in the end.
Coleman hits the free throw, and the old school three-point play happens, and the Red Devils trail by 4.
Yeah, Natrona County's done a really good job to bring the intensity, match the intensity of what they had in the first half, or what Evanston brought in that first half. And so now it's flipped the script a little bit, and we'll see how Evanston now responds.
Hill takes it across the center line. This is starting to play a little bit like what we saw in that first quarter when Natrona County kind of got on a roll early. Hill on the right side, flicks it out to Lind on the near corner. Bounced high, gets it back out. Searle on the near wing. Takes one dribble, goes back to Pace, finds Searle again. Lob pass looking for Clayton Cook, and a hold called against Williams.
I've been really impressed with Natrona's approach with Clayton Cook today because he's such a mismatch, but they're doubling quickly and then helping off it quickly as well.
Hill to inbound it for the Red Devils, flicks it back out to Lind, who's got Coleman right in his face as he does it. Searle near side three, good it!
And that'll be 11 for Brooks Searle. They need a big game from him, and that cuts the lead to 1.
That was a massive for Searle. Can you say sixth man of the week in the state of Wyoming potentially? Pass inside to Rogers. Left side fadeaway jumper from the block rolls in.
Yeah, Rogers himself has brought his A game today. He's been a huge impact player for Natrona County today.
He's got 9. Red Devils down by 3 and a whistle push on Natrona County. That's the third one against the Mustangs, and it will come against Cox, his first one. That'll put Jay Hill at the free throw line. First trips on the line for him today. First one on the way, and that one's good.
Hill, a 62% free throw shooter, gets to the line frequently too. I think that's kind of his game, right? The push maybe in that slow break a little bit when the defense is a little unsettled. He loves to find those lanes on the wing to the hoop.
Kenai Olson comes in for Coleman. And with 49.6 seconds left in the third quarter, Hill with a chance to cut this thing down to 1. And he won't do that. Rebound pulled in by Paddock. And now he's covered by Searle. Goes across the center line, cut off by Cook. And now Evanston, pass wide open. Kenai Olson puts it up and in, and the Red Devils trail by 4.
Well, you run the risk of that happening when you trap that high. If they break through, can be wide open late.
Hill, nice pass over to Cook. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound by Pace, and he draws the foul.
Again, Pace doing the hard work, right? Getting those extra possessions, getting fouls. Love him at the free throw line. Like we said, he shoots 80% on the year. So this is good news when Riker Pace is involved.
First one on the way, and that one's good. Cuts the gap down to 3, a chance to make it a 2-point ball game with 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot is up, and that one is good. So he's 3 of 3 tonight. 42-40, Natrona County with 20 seconds left. Rogers will slowly march things forward for the Mustangs. Covered by Lind. Goes towards the right side, now stops. Lind playing some tough defense. Gets it over to Paddock on the right wing. And he's fouled by Searle, it looks like. Is who they get. That's the fourth foul on Evanston. First one on Searle.
It's a good foul to take with 6 minutes left. You have one to give. Nothing easy. Looks like they're still at 3 fouls. They could even foul again.
Inbound play to Cox. No good. Rebound put up by Cox right before the buzzer, and it falls through. So that's going to do it for the third quarter, as it is Natrona County 44, Evanston 40 going into the fourth. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
just getting started here in the fourth quarter. Red Devil basketball down by 4. Lim on the center logo, going right to left, gets it to Cook on the right side. Lim covered by Paddock. Jump pass over to Hill. Lind on the left side for 3. That one off the baseline. Rebound is pulled in by Riker Pace, but a little bit too late before it goes over the corner.
Yeah, it was good work from Pace, even get an attempt at that rebound, but goes out of the baseline before he can get to it.
Evanston applying some pressure here as they'll go ahead and inbound it, but it's stolen by Cook. Sends it forward to Hill. Hill looking for the bounce pass, but he gets it back, seeing that Hagar is right there. Gets it over to Cook. Now go over to Lim. Left side 3. That one short. Rebound pulled in by Lim. Puts up the jump shot from the free throw line. Good.
Lim's been really solid tonight. Misses that 3, gets his own rebound, and then hits it right from the elbow.
That's 8 for Brenner tonight. Bounce pass out towards the left side to Paddock. Goes across the center line. Now finds Hagar. Bounce pass Potter. And a charge taken by Riker Pace.
And he's the type of player that just does those things. He takes charges. He's not afraid to sacrifice his body. He didn't get the one earlier in the third quarter, but he gets that one there for the charge.
Hill goes across the center line, goes to Lim. Now back out to Hill on the right side. Stops, and now it's deflected out of bounds over the 10-second line, picked up by Paddock, and he draws the foul against Lim, who isn't going to give up the easy bucket.
Yeah, just a little sloppy from the guards up top there. Natrona was putting a little bit of high pressure on there. It got to him.
44-42 Natrona. 6:29 remaining as that's the third foul on Brenner Lim. 1 foul each here in the fourth quarter. First one from Paddock, no good. Went in and then out.
Paddock is a 47% free throw shooter on the year. So it turns out to be a good decision there to foul on the fast break. At most, only 1 point on this possession for Natrona County.
Puts the shot up and gets that one to go. 42-45, Natrona County on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Natrona County putting on some pressure to Evanston, and Lim and Hill go back and forth. Needs to get across it quickly, and they do. Find Lind. Back over to Pace. Goes to the near block. Nice pass. Looking to get over to Cook, but he runs over Turnbull, and Turnbull takes the charge.
Yeah, so Pace draws one on this side, on the other side, and then commits the charging foul on this side. So tough break there for Evanston. Still a 3-point game, though.
Second foul on Pace, second foul on the Red Devils in the fourth quarter. Pass over to Potter. In between the circles, now goes Hagar in the left wing. Potter thought about a 3 instead. Gets it over to Paddock on the right wing, covered by Lim. Drives towards the left side, it's Hagar. Jay Hill on defense there, left block, puts the shot up, and one.
It's a good spin move, and then finish from Hagar. He hangs in the air after the contact, and then gets the ball off the glass.
Hagar will shoot 1 here.
The big story is that one of Evanston's best ball handlers and guards, Jay Hill, has to sit now with 4 fouls.
Brooke Searle comes into the game, who has been an absolute spark plug for this team.
Yeah, it's a 5-point game now. Could be 6 here.
And it is.
So that's, they don't want to let it get too far out of their hands and to have to make a huge comeback here in the end. Points on this possession would be big for Evanston.
Cook goes to Searle, quickly over to Lind on the right side for 3. Got it!
Yeah, that cannot overstate how big a shot that was from Riker Lind. And Coach Watsabaugh takes the timeout.
We'll take it as well. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Riker Lind hits a big 3-ball. It cuts this thing down to 3. And really, Brad, this has been the way this game has been going all afternoon between these boys' teams.
Back and forth, back and forth. It's what we talked about at the beginning of the game, that these are some evenly matched squads here. We could see this one coming down. I mean, there's 5:38. It's a one-possession game, Natrona County with the ball. But Riker Lind with a huge shot there in the corner to cut that lead in half, especially when Natrona County had kind of stolen some of the momentum in the game. So let's see how they respond on defense here, too, see if Evanston can continue this bounce back.
One story to keep in mind, Evanston with 3 team fouls, Natrona County with only 1. Gets the inbound to Turnbull, and Evanston putting on the pressure, looking for a turnover, and they almost got it there. Feeds it over to Turnbull on the left side. Left side 3, Paddock. That one airballs right into the arms of Brooke Searle. Red Devil basketball, down by 3, gets it over to Lind on the right wing, drives along the baseline, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound by Pace, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, Pace again getting involved, and we know how good he is from the free throw line. Any one of those offensive rebounds that can turn into a foul, that's huge for Evanston right now. Riker Pace with the chance to cut it to a 1-point lead.
He is 3 of 3 from the charity stripe today. Foul assessed to Garrett Paddock. It's the second one on Natrona County. First one from Pace is good.
Yeah, and he's been true. That's 4 of 4 on the night for Riker Pace. And this is going to up his shooting percentage even from 80% from the free throw line.
Yeah, right now he sits at 100%. Shot is up, and he's good there. 5 of 5. Cuts this thing down to 1.
And in a game this close, that is so huge from Riker Pace.
Evanston putting on the pressure again, looking for a turnover. Passes over to Paddock on the right side. Back to Rogers on the right wing, covered by Searle. The 2 sixth men who have been impressive tonight. Turnbull on the near side, now hands it over to Paddock, covered by Lind. Now goes towards the right block, now gets it back out to Turnbull. Kicks it back out to Rogers on the left side, gets a screen from Turnbull, drives towards the free throw line, bounces it out to Coleman, left side block, puts it up, and taking the charge, it's Brooke Searle.
You know, there are just some games when one player's name keeps coming up and up and up again on the broadcast. That's been Brooke Searle all night. Him and Riker Pace, you know, we said Jordan Mendez would be out of this game. That's a lot to make up for, and those two have really done the job well.
And big story now, each team with 3 team fouls. Searle in between the circles now goes to Lim on the left side, back over to Searle. 4 minutes, 23 seconds remaining. Lind goes to the free throw line, to the near block. Cook on the right side. He's got the ability to shoot from there. Instead, he goes into the elbow. Lind, right side for 3. That one off the front iron. Pulled in by Lim, and Evanston gets another crack at it with 4:07 left. Pace on the block in the paint. Puts the shot up. That one short. Tries to get his own rebound back. He does. Kicks it out to Lim on the right side. Looking for the pass to Cook, but he's not where Lim thought he'd be, and he throws it away.
Yeah, you could see Lim's thought process there. He thought Cook was going to dive to the hoop, but they weren't on the same page. It's disappointing, too, with the work that Pace did to get an extra possession there.
We're going to have a tough decision. We've got 2 players who are having a career game when it comes to who's going to be our Pepsi player of the game tonight.
Yeah, but I think it had to be by committee tonight as well, you know, with one of your big-time stars sitting out. And that's exactly what Evanston has done. They've given themselves a chance here late.
Potter in between the circles, covered by Pace. Goes Coleman on the left side. Evanston down by 1. Gets it back over to Paddock on the right side, covered by Lind. 3 minutes, 32 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Paddock dribbles off his foot, tracks it down before it goes over the near sideline. Back over to Potter, hands off back over to Hagar at the free throw line. That was Potter with a shot blocked by Lind, and now Evanston gets it back. Lim goes across the center line and nearly loses the basketball. Timeout called by Rob Watsaba. We will take it as well. It's Natrona County 48, Evanston 47 with 3:05 left on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language arts skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olliff, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
Natrona County sits number 2 in the 4A West Quadrant 2. Evanston currently sits number 2. And Brad, these two teams very equal right now.
Yeah, I'd love to see, in the NBA they do a 7-game series. I'd like to see that between these two because I think it'd be really fun. And even in terms of athleticism and stuff, they just match up so well.
Well, we're down to the equivalent of a Game 7 between these two right now. 1-point game with 3 minutes remaining. Red Devils down by 1 with the ball. Goes Cook on the right side, free throw line extended. Handoff to Lind. Now over to Pace. Finds Searle on the near side. Takes the dribble towards the free throw line. Bounce pass looking for Cook. Broken up by Paddock. Gets it over to Potter. And now he'll slow things down as they want to with that 1-point lead. Hagar on the right side, covered by Cook. Drives into lane. Cut off by Cook. And a travel called on Natrona County Red Devil basketball. Here's Jay Hill back into the game.
Yeah, Coach Paddock on this side frustrated, felt that Hagar got bumped, which caused the travel. Could have seen that there as there was a little bit of a collision in the lane. But nonetheless, that's going to be a turnover, and the Red Devils will take over possession.
Lim gets it over to Pace on the left side. Leaves it for Cook at the top. Drives towards the right wing, now stops. Covered by Coleman. Hill on the right side. Tough defense from Potter and a hold on Natrona County.
That'll be on Coleman down low working against Cook. I've actually wanted to comment on that. Coleman has played really, really good defense on Cook tonight. He's been athletic, and he is outsized a little bit, but he's working hard, doing well against one of the better players in the state.
His second foul, and they are 1 away from putting Evanston in the bonus. Lind towards the near block for the lead. Gets the foul and 1.
What a finish there from Riker Lind. He's coming up in all the big moments. Mr. Clutch tonight on a Saturday afternoon here in Evanston. Riker Lind really wanting this victory. Maybe, playing for Jordan Mendez there over on the bench, because I know it's just tearing him up inside right now that he's not out there with his boys playing.
And imagine the impact Mendez would have on this game too.
Yeah, huge. I mean, he's always leading the fast break. He's always sprinting on outlet passes, and so they've had to really work hard to make that up, and they've done well today so far.
Lind hits the free throw, and it's a 2-point lead for Evanston. Hagar kicks it over to Paddock. Left side, thought about a 3 instead. He goes into the elbow for the tie. No good. Pulled in by Cook. Evanston with a chance to extend the lead. 1:49 left. Goes to Lind for 3. That one short. Pulled in by Potter.
That one would have brought the house down from Lind.
Sends it forward to Coleman as he puts up the layup from the near block and leaves it short. Evanston gets it back. Hill goes across the center line. 1:27 left in the game. Red Devils by 2. Under 2 minutes left. Bounces it out to Lim, and he can't get to it in time. It's over the sideline near the Evanston bench. Inbound play coming up for Natrona County with 1:20 remaining.
That's exactly what couldn't happen for the Evanston Red Devils there. 2-point lead, 1:20 on the clock. They needed to just hold for a while, get into a good look.
By the way, a bigger thing with that Riker Lind and one is now Evanston's in the bonus the rest of the game with 2 fouls to give. Gets it over to Potter for Natrona County. Rogers, and a timeout called by Coach Paddock. Red Devils by 2 with 1:09 remaining. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Crank up the volume with KADQ, your home for classic rock. From the 70s to the 90s, you'll hear the greatest hits from the bands you love. Stream live at mylocalradio.com. KADQ 98.3 FM. Classic rock never sounded so good.
Red Devils by 2, 50-48. Riker Lind taking over big time in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was a really smart timeout there from Coach Paddock. He could sense that his team almost had a turnover there on the sideline. He calls the timeout, gets him calmed down. He needs a good possession out of this timeout to try and tie or take the lead here. So that's where you save your best play if you're Coach Paddock. You put it out on your whiteboard and have the boys execute as best they can.
1:09 remaining. Evanston in the bonus. Natrona County needs Evanston to commit 2 fouls to get them there. Rogers on the left side. Handoff Paddock. Goes over to Potter at the top. Drives towards the left elbow. Jump pass over to Hagar. Straightaway 3 for the lead. Got it!
What a confident shot from Hagar. Coach Watsabaugh a little frustrated that there was no contest on the shot, and that'll give Natrona the 1-point lead going into this timeout.
For Hagar, that's 14 tonight. He's now got the game high. We're going to keep it right here, as right now in this quarter, Evanston with 10, Natrona County with 7.
Well, and I could see why Coach Watsabaugh would have been frustrated on that defensive possession, because of all the three-point shooters, you can't let Hagar have an open look there because he's so confident. You saw that stroke there and only hits that back iron. So Natrona's put themselves in a great position here, and that's good coaching from Paddock to call that timeout, to get a good play, and they get a decent shot. And now it's Coach Watsabaugh's turn, right? What are they drawing up in their huddle right here to retake the lead? Still tons of time in this game with 53 seconds left.
1 timeout left for Evanston, 2 timeouts left for Natrona County. Evanston will get a baseline inbound play under their own bucket. It will be triggered by Clayton Cook. Gets it over to Jay Hill on the right side, goes right back to Cook. Pressure coming from Natrona County as Cook now goes over the center line. Cook to the free throw line, gets it over to Lind. Right side 3, and that one left short. Rebound pulled in by Natrona County, up by 1 with 40 seconds left. Gets it over to Potter, and Evanston, we'll see if they start playing the foul game, and right there, Pace bumps in to Potter with 35 seconds left.
Evanston still had 1 to give, so if they can force a turnover here, that would be huge for them. But if not, I think you probably do need to foul pretty quickly.
Actually, they're saying that's the 5th or 4th foul. That Natrona County was trying to say it was the 5th on Evanston. Inbound over to Coleman. And now gets it over to Hagar. Evanston down by 1 and foul with 23 seconds left. It's going to be Paddock to shoot the free throws.
Not the worst foul to give there. Paddock 47%. So, I mean, you're playing the odds there. If he sticks to his averages, you're looking at 1 to 2 there, which plenty of time for Evanston to still score 2 or 3 on the other side. So not a bad foul. Smart.
First one's up, good.
What a great shot from Paddock there. Looked really confident on that shot. This is the big one, though, to make it 3. Got that one, so it's a 3-point game.
Red Devils get Jay Hill moving across the line quickly, and he is caught up in a trap. Timeout called by Watsabaugh. 17 seconds left. We're keeping it here.
Yeah, Coach Watsabaugh, it's not bad. He probably just wanted to advance the ball. Got a little bit squirrely there with Jay Hill on the sideline, almost lost it to a turnover. So that's a big timeout for Coach Watts.
All right, so you need a three-point shot. You got Lind on the court. You got Clayton Cook, who's been able to hit him. Jay Hill has shown he can do it. So can Brenner Lim. Who, in your mind, has the hot hand?
Well, I wonder, and it looks like Searle's not in the game, but he's had a hot hand from three as well. I think even though Lynn's missed his last two, he's a confident shooter. If you can find him open in the corner, that's my favorite look and best chance there. And he comes up big in big moments. So I think that this is something that – and then the other option, if you'd like, Elan, is to take a quick two. There's still 20 seconds left in this game. So that might be what Coach Watts is cooking up there. And if that's the case, I think I'm looking at Jay Hill, going north and south, getting to the basket to get two quickly. And then you have to foul immediately right after that, obviously, to maybe make it a 2-point game. But whatever you do, I would do it quickly. You don't want to waste 15 seconds on this possession and put yourself out of the game.
Well, whatever you do, you got to get a bucket here, too.
Oh, yeah. If you don't get points, it's
done.
You're going to have to foul, and then you're really relying on luck. But points here are a necessity.
It's going to be Lind with the inbound play. Lind, Pace, Cook, Hill, Lim on the court for Evanston. Here we go. Lind with the inbound play. Holding. Gets it over to Lim. In between the circles. They got to get moving quickly. Lim gets it over to Lind on the right side. Now finds Hill. 9 seconds left. Goes to Cook along the baseline. Puts the shot up. Off the glass. No good. Gets his rebound back. And it falls. But did they take too much time off the clock? They did. And that's going to do it. Your final score, Natrona County 53, Evanston 52. We'll be right back with the postgame show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Whether it's an enclosed cab tractor for those freezing winter days or a smaller hobby tractor for backyard projects, Covelo Auto Farm has you covered. From haying to snow removal, we offer the equipment you need year-round, featuring trusted brands like Massey Ferguson and Vermeer. Stop by and see us at 80 Reese Road in Mountain View today. Covelo Auto Farm, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Welcome to the post-game show. We'll get it started with our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. In the first quarter, Natrona County outscores Evanston 13-9. In the second quarter, Evanston outscores Natrona County 17-9. And a high-scoring second half. The score 26-22 Evanston at the half. High-scoring second half, 14 for Evanston, 22 for Natrona in the third quarter. And Evanston outscores Natrona County 12-9 in the fourth quarter. But Evanston comes up just short losing this one by a single point, 53-52 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. For the Natrona County Mustangs, I've got 9 for Josiah Coleman, 10 for Regan Potter, 2 for Kenai Olson, 2 for Orrin Williams, 7 for Gavin Paddock, and a team high 14 for Tanner Hagar. That's actually the game high. For the Red Devils, I have 11 for Brooke Searle, 5 for Jay Hill, 7 for Clayton Cook, 8 for Brenner Lim, 8 for Brenner Lim, 9 for Riker Pace, and a team high 12 for Riker Lind. Evanston goes 8 of 13 from the free throw line. Natrona County, a perfect 7 of 7 from the free throw line. They hit 4 3-pointers, and so too does Evanston. 3 of them coming from Brooke Searle. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat, where you can get your favorite Jimmy John's sub now toasted. It's a complete game changer. Go check it out at Jimmy John's. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll have our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. On a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Time for our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And we take you back to the second quarter. This lob by Clayton Cook finds Riker Lind mid-air, and he puts it up and in almost like an alley-oop dunk. Doesn't look like he quite slams it down, but he goes high.
That looks like let's call it a dunk. Riker Lind. Brad Francis calls it a dunk over here in the broadcast booth. Good job on that alley-oop, and just what a good look, too. Is that pace on the pass?
It's pace on the pass,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Riker pace to Riker Lind. The Riker to Riker alley-oop.
That's been one of my favorite plays of the year, honestly. That's awesome.
For our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We come back, we'll have our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Making your car run better is Brett's Red Mountain Automotive's specialty. Brett and his crew can do a full engine replacement or repair, brakes, AC work, and more. Visit Brett's Red Mountain today across from the cemetery in Evanston.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been your local favorite for over 50 years. Proudly owned and operated right here in Wyoming, we offer friendly service and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We're dedicated to being the premier partner for your beverage needs, serving communities from Rock Springs to Green River, Jackson, Evanston, and beyond. Count on Western Wyoming Beverages for reliability and quality where community meets refreshment.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium for our post-game show. We move on with our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi. And who is better today? Well, when you have one of your big stars unavailable in the form of Jordan Mendez, you need points to come from somewhere. And Brooke Searle coming off the bench, giving you 11 points, including 3 from beyond the arc. That is a gutsy performance by the senior.
Yeah, it was difficult to decide who to pick there. Several deserving players. Riker Lind had big shots in the fourth, but he had that play of the game. You had Riker Pace that came in, put in good minutes. But I think Brooke Searle really filling into that role, playing solid defense, hustle plays. But also his shot was just on, especially from 3 range. Really gave the Red Devils the boost they needed and almost got the win from it.
As it looks like we will be welcoming in to the broadcast booth some very special guests. Okay, so we welcome into the broadcast booth kind of the author of our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game, Mr. Riker Pace. Riker, your little float pass over to Riker Lind in the second quarter where he kind of lace it in there as our play of the game. Talk to me about that right there.
Yeah, that was a great play. We just got that fast break. Lindy hustled down there, and I saw him point up, and I just thought I'd throw it up and see what he could do with it.
So you come into this one after last night. How'd you guys kind of approach this as a group trying to shake off last night?
We had Coach talk to us in the morning. He told us just to shake it off. Last night was a different game. We had to come out with new intensity and play a different game today.
It was a tough decision to pick our player of the game because you and Brooke Searle both stepped up huge to fill in that spot left open with Jordan Mendez being injured. Talk to me real quick about kind of the mentality of the whole group, knowing that you're going to have to be a committee to try to fill in that spot.
Yeah, Jordan's a huge part of our program, and we knew with him out, we had to have somebody step up, and me and Brooke Searle, we talked, and we knew that it was going to be us, so we just stepped up and made it happen.
Talk to me about what's been your favorite thing about playing with this group of boys specifically.
We're all like a family. We all hang out together. We all could do stuff together, and I love that.
That is one of the great players and one of the top players of the game today, Mr. Riker Pace. Riker, thank you so much for the time. Congratulations on a great performance. Best of luck the rest of the way. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, thank you.
All right. We'll go ahead and welcome into the broadcast booth now coach for the Evanston Red Devils, Rob Watsaba, as we're getting him wired up and ready to go. Coach Watsaba, after last night, how do you guys came back and you responded well, put up the numbers that you guys are used to. Where do you feel like things went right for you guys today?
Talking in the locker room after the game, I asked the guys to bring energy. I asked them to help each other with confidence, self-confidence, and then lastly, all 5, whoever it is on the floor, play as a team. And I thought we brought that today. They answered that challenge of having the right energy, having the confidence and knowing what we're doing and doing it as a team on the floor.
It's tough to fill the hole that a Jordan Mendez leaves with him being not available today, but you have to be very proud of the way specifically Pace and Brooke Searle played to kind of combine to help fill that up.
Absolutely. You know, we talk about we need everyone on our team, everyone, sophomores through seniors that are in practice every day, you know, whether that's making us better or, you know, unfortunate situations when kids get injured. You never know when it's your time, so prepare for it, be ready. And I thought that, you know, those 2 did a great job tonight stepping in and playing, had a positive impact on the game tonight.
I want to ask you a question about something that happened last night that wasn't planned. Late in the game, you pulled the starters out and you put in a bunch of young guys. We saw Hudson Hill, Rafe Weidrich, a whole Brandon Blackwell, a bunch of other guys. How do you feel like they did in their first kind of real taste of varsity action in that limited time?
Yeah, I thought that they came in and they competed. Sometimes those are hard situations to come into when that game is out of reach. They were doing some good things, and I thought that, you know, they had some good energy and played together well and took advantage of their minutes. And I asked them to do that. Any second minute you get, take advantage of it. And I thought they did a pretty good job last night.
Coach, it was a weird week last week. We played last Tuesday, and then we didn't play again till last night. But now we're kind of back into that routine where we're going to be back on the floor on Thursday and next Friday. Are you guys looking forward to getting back to a more, I guess, standard routine?
Yeah, a little bit. Next week is a little bit more normal, and then the following week is kind of a Tuesday, Thursday, so it flips on us. But just gotta practice. Gotta have multiple practices in a row where we're competing and at the level that we need to be at here in the 4A West, and just keep piecing them together. Learn from them. Learn from mistakes. Grow from the experiences that we've had so far this year.
That's Coach Rob Watsabaugh, head coach for Evanston Red Devil basketball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Great performance tonight. Anything else to wrap it up?
No, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the support. It's awesome playing at home. Go Red Devils.
That's going to do it for our broadcast today here at Red Devil Gymnasium. Your final score in the girls' game, Natrona County Phillies on top, 47-25. And in the boys' game, the Mustangs on top of the Red Devils, 53-52. Your final score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. For our producer back at the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, our executive producer and owner, the great Val Cook, our sales manager, Matt Petrie, our sales associates, Julie Burley and Julie Nelson, our IT manager, Nate Hines, as well as the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports Network. We have Voice of the Valley, Anthony Colasuno, voice of the Rich Rebels in Utah, Bradley Holmes, Rob Leeson, and Cullen Pace. Voice of the West Side Pirates in Idaho, Mr. Jace Andrews, and voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard. I'm Elan Olliff saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will actually be right here on mylocalradio.com only. We'll have a boys wrestling duel versus Green River. We've been told it will start at 6 o'clock. That will be on Thursday, online only, so we'll probably be on the air probably around 5:30, 5:45. But actually, that's on Wednesday. Apologies. But next time we're on the radio will be against Green River over in Green River at 6 o'clock. The girls will play. The boys will play at 7:30. We'll be on the air at 5:15 on Thursday. Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you then. Thanks so much, and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.